she no one come. I think we'll be a man, me your coco. Semesha no one come. Semenya no one come in, Semesha no one come on.
Happy FM. Happy FM 98.9. Ever happy morning show. Happy FM. Happy FM. Money, I can't send a day to my son. Yamma, me to my yammy dead. Savage and yammy, let me know. It's a send a young yam, me one come when I'm in a way. On the new Yashamano was a yammy way, money. I can't send a day to my son. Yamma, me to my yammy. Savage and yammy, let me know. Happy morning show. Happy 98.9 FM. Water chamapima, and come kama man sing to your million no. She and me and come. I'm a summer, the man in the swamp, I'm a king. I'm a near me comuno, as a woman, as a never see. Some water chamapima, and come kama man sing to your million no. She and me and come. Semenya no one, come in is where the nature. Come on, man, free me so. Happy FM 98.9.
Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
It's 6:15. Good morning. Yam watching Emma Mwakwaba Famra. Happy morning show no so na pay. Jinkwa DSP Kofi Sapon and I want to Canada pay. Senye Nyankopon Adaruma ene na adomu a enka sabre ye ntiase ye nimbinmo ene omo share afenase a ene ye ka tiasefo a womo enka ho Nyankopon na age yen womo a womo enya akwanhia wo kwan so ehwere womo nkwa no yensene wom enye ye papa yo binti demo ya dum binti ene eguso tiase enti ene yi yenka se Nyankopon esi yen hia wanka by this time de nanka ya is enkoso no enkoso pa na ngayo enya wanka by this time kenim baby ejina enti enva na se ayeye entonton ma Nyankopon ba de osoro hene wono obo wiase ene mu ne ma nyina nyankopɔn ɔtesoro nanso wohunu ɛyɛ nipa ni mu asɛm hɔ nipa tiri mu asɛm hɔ nipa akoma mu asɛm hɔ yɛmfa no aseɛ ma no neɛnka wo sɛ ɛna no pɛ yi Otienka free number 22 at Genulo Street, Asylum down Accra. Sounds like a TV Mantamu, Nisim 100.1 FM with Tamale, Nisim 95.9 FM with Bogatanga. It is the Happy Morning Show. One up on your call. A free sabri akupin brand on Krung Ebebo. And a job idea became one. Nayan Tenasi, Nayani, oh my God, who and come on. So what you say? What you go home? Oh, I think out to me who know to me. So come when you're fancy. Mamika said the down there in a no on Shishan say, I did Obocrata, at the things of the bread for an pay. Sounds so any baby aqua from Tintankas is also, and someone sent for Kuche Gunibiano, okohapigana.com, and some will quote both you cobra man and you know, go over to me and Biak and kind. A wrap up of Fatisha Wali by 11 p.m. Now, I say, hey, you people, have you not seen what is going on in this country? Have you written the stories? Wow. No. But quality journalism at play. Kohapigana.com. And Edward Sarunim say, any Asamu for a Tenassi and you would do come up. You're drinking some more, your bobo and some more, your busa and some more. You pen some pence and some more, your dosso de sumo, near Muntias here. Obakaya na watch mo na EC chairperson. Yeah, mami, Jena Dukway Mensa. What is in be a two-dry, a brand new Quacobo Democracy Cup, no. And what catch a man your corner, one more, Edward, Asian Mosagana for, and Concord to Moswa, and say, hey, look, we are Ditum, Ulususwa, Ditum. Then in some kind of one, and I will tell you, Ekase, Munyanto was a Ghana for no crown, a chili or comb, Rasabaja fear, I'm a Jabaja for to no any didn't come on. And what I say, Munyanto was Yana Didia, which our electoral commission. It's just saying, yes, sing Tetepa. Said you bed yard, 7th of December, you bed you bet in Pepe, pay a beshe, I'm a perperio at ready. A mobile fine will be an hontias here. Nanzambia ne binu air cancel laptops biana electoral commission dia aira ebenyansu sanso bi ewo tumedia electoral commission bedie on 7th of December so no enya de no kre last 2 weeks no more e beto dwa se I beto dwa kra mampanyi abedi akire ohunyim franka de ma the New Patriotic Party Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enene na saade na no wo ka se won de wonyaya Nanko ni former President John Dramani Mahama womo anobaba ye efa kwan ene so ade hunu so mani so ene kwan befa so betimi aboa mampuntuo ni nkoso aba o my Ghana mu na no mo no na National Democratic Congress betu dwa se womo nya krado se womo kwa akoye anobaba ye bia womo nya krado enya de o my krado na hu kura hia se mo kwa akoye anobaba ye bia Ante bia be na nuachi na IEA womodi womanu December 2 dwa wonim se debate bia akoso o man mu no
Happy FM 98.9
IEA na womu eyen hihye no ma sa debate no ekoso wonu betu dwa se 2024 FMP mienu nya duonu nan no enye dan ya mpanyimfo womu ayomutire ananso omde omho kwa akosi wo se Ghana fo nto omo so aba no womu ebe ya no baba ye se de bia Ghana fo betimi hunu mani so de hunu ene omutire mu po a omo wo edema man Ghana eno and at the National Democratic Congress, Mokra no ye bias. Ye hear near ma ya. E come here say mo MPP afa. Ai, mo MPP afa enti. Mo no de mo ye no ye ni nhye da. Enso sa. Ye be dis me hu komo. Ora Awudi Mahama editor, the custodian the Bokrata Sanso Ora David Tamaklum editor for WhatsApp News. Womo any asamufo mienu na arpa yi ye ne ombetena se na ye di enkomo efa ensem weni ahodo ho na eno de esi America abrochimamu na se obia edi ho nkomo ewura papa fatisha boli atena se sansa na prince obi papa akwa atena se achiame miensa aya atena se na no pa yi a ye di omanga na munsam se de ekose de tie amanane nsam se de ekose de tie de bromo no ya atena se na mum ye vana se Emma the entire production team headed by Rise Kadai a rapper Fatisha Boli kan Prince Papa kwa home Bismarck Brown Reynolds Tajiman and Frank Afo Joe Sanko Miriam Akwete Nana Mwaku Junior atu apete abefonten tankasi ne so eho na yewo ne no betimi ene yedi nkita yenko Facebook go Facebook a ma yenhunu ba bia utuye free sem bia pese wo chorontorogu e bekenken nyina e dia ma tie fa yemo wache afi na do kasa fide na to hi happy 98.9 FM the happy morning show ena ya shache na no pay from Joseph Fadanko rapper Fatisha Boli Prince obapa kwa ha abiya foma mo mwache e mo mwakwa ba
ya Joso
Happy FM
boko de
ya me adum kaka
boko azo peso twa homa no manisi
se ya mpese ben ha kakra no
the book asa metintu dem ha gra obo wa kra meti
se me kasa oti de
obo Gramity. Weekend ni ko yie
ekoye pa
na is Uncle Joe Biden why then
say on there so be say the abene obi anim say na beba
Happy
before ba be the president no kra
no obi anim say beba saying
obi anim say wakwa na one term no obi anim say wakwa na one term ti and unim say enye debate here ba so a nanko bi enim say our deteriorate her to this level without even medication he can't even think on his feet but for that debate nka do na enim but that debate na exposing so I think it's a good thing he's done senka yes tintin say
Happy FM.
Anka he put the Democrats in a very, very, very difficult way. And I think so with 5 months into the elections and any decision, now it's up to the Democrats to on the source Harris.
Kamala Harris.
The vice president say on the best support to
there are other congressmen and senators I was supporting Kamala Harris. And Bill and Secretary Clinton, they also support Kamala Harris as the Democrats' presidential nominee for the elections 2024.
As well as say she would or not,
Happy FM.
And be survive the mobile that one, but. I think this American election is the Republicans to lose, really. With their kosunyina, it will be up to them to lose. So let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
You be follow keenly. Let's see how it goes.
So, Joe Biden free soon. Or they crack up to just say, "Nadia, obetimi atwaso." As the Democrat presidential nominee. Then I asked myself a question: what's going on in Cameroon?
The first on the idea, and then it's a casket. It's no. The guy lives. Yeah, twice on an eye.
The president who is in Switzerland and on the cry of France. It's a Zodiac
but in Switzerland is official duties per and back Cameroon or back Cameroon. So and
he is over 90 years.
Yes. I'm say it's a casket.
Yes.
You know, say
you dare not say anything usually, about him in Cameroon. No.
Yeah, as Africans, differently. Differently. And I was a bit surprised, even with Joe Biden, I really, really felt to say, those around you know what is going on.
Yeah.
Even for Wangasa health and well-being, you don't need the pressure of an entire country on your head. So, baby, I was expecting, say, Uncle Nwano, Obe announce say Uncle Bim, because obviously I don't expect him to step down as president kind of few months.
But that's what some others have been calling for.
I mean, initially, I'm saying that no, I wasn't expecting say 4 months to elections, no, even less than that. No, Becca say, mean the president in IBM. But I was expecting say that no, Oba Becca say Uncle second term. Until I was surprised, so Komwa I sign on one kasa ebi na no equal challenge debate. Equal say asem no kra.
No, but even for after this crime,
There are
pressure from the party.
Yes.
So now, no,
because
Okonya COVID, no, it's sort of like
That's
there
it.
is absolutely nothing I can do to know. Mean step aside. Otherwise, Uncle Bay African.
Because so what's so different about?
It's sort of bizarre.
Yeah.
How the whole thing has played out in AMBB.
And the fact that when Joe wrote the letter, do you know, sir, some of his close associates had to find the letter on X?
Yes.
You know, say,
Yes.
When you listen to the international media, they were also shocked, say, it didn't even leak. Like, they didn't get a hint to say, oh, ABR. Sunday no papa no edine dimo betu from or the ne candidacy no
because
for the next
prior
day,
to Sunday he has intimated said
Obeko. That's the thing. And you know in the first letter no crano he just left it there. Answer H no or say Ababeka said
a lot of pressure,
you know I'm endorsing a year Camilla.
There's a lot
because as be ne kakra.
There's a lot of pressure.
You know, like okay Munje.
There's a lot of
and then somebody prompted him, say, oh, you need to do A, B, C, D.
You know, midweek, the conversation between Onene, former President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of pressure on him to do what he did. And there is the reason why I feel, say, really, Nanka is stepping down as President of America, non-former Mrs. Harris, now on Twaso. Even
It's just 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
If really or believe in his vice president, say or no, and the presidential candidate for the Democrats, then should have just say no, baby, because could you obviously said the why no, only mean to take any decision.
But said there are people around him, so obviously.
So
there are people around him.
He will take decision not as an American president. People around him and they be taking those decisions, and that is how messy the whole situation is. That for some time, and you know taking some of these decisions.
All
the decisions, yeah.
Or advisors.
I know they are advisors, they are experts, but there are some decisions as a president won't necessarily cast a way. And that is
based on
based on information that you and I will provide to the president.
The president you man wrong information.
I've been misled.
Yeah. Misled. So yeah.
But I mean, I still maintain that anywhere, me wherever I go, make us say after 62 you should not be allowed to do public service. A civil servant. I'm saying after 62, you should be rested because running a country is not a small job. Being a minister is not a small job. Being a member of parliament is not a small job. It is not, and we should not be joking with it. How is it that look? Okachremi say, "Semiye Juma after 62, I should retire." But then you say, Amamu there. After 62, 75, 78, we should give you Amamu Nabu Omai. I mean, how? Think about it quickly.
It's the will of the people.
No, think about it quickly.
It's not by appointment.
No, it's not. It's not by appointment. But I'm saying,
if he's voted for.
Look, yes, Nyemra. After 62, you cannot.
Omo be samra no. Omo dia omo na Saudi we be kwati omo so emra be no be.
But will it not serve as good? If you you be consult you
the people
serve on.
People should be able to say, because of your age, because of if you're not wedding, we don't want you as our leader because of your age.
And I may say
there should not be a law.
And I may say,
what
are you talking about? What I
put yourself up?
If there is a cap, if they are telling you, say, if you are below 35, you cannot be a president. Why can't we not have a law? Any state say if you are above 65, you cannot be a president of the state. Why? Because for if you are in a country, I can't say Udi 40 and say betimi amodi mampanyene boa. Whilst in other countries in Finland, we had presidents who were around 30, 35, 32, 33, 34, 43 years. Meboa. And you're telling me, say, I was say Nipano. I don't think Nipano can say, look, we can have 31-year-old, 32-year-olds who will be able to rule the country. Now the idea they're not paying 40. And then we allow people 60, 65, 70 years who will be determining what happens to I will keep on saying 65 tops. As 65 tops. After 65, Yaman konko home. Now the state must serve you. Omano and Somon. I know people will disagree with me, but that's my view on this. If I ever chronicle the Bocrat and
Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world.
President Mahama Christ Kranka by this time we're there in 62 mbwa. The 62 kra no. Anka emra no ho ka 65 going to me nko. 62 kra nka so nka so home.
Sefa, you know, why I have a bit of challenge with Sawo baby Awujina no and say apart from Onyin, yare nso ewo honom. Just as you can find obi oya young yare enti no ontumi function how obe expect to obe function no. Wobetumi anya obi nso a wenyin obi minimum obi a wedi 90 ono ano ye na duane ono ano onanti kodwom oye ne bibia correct pepepe enti no it is not really about age.
But if you're 35, if you're 35, would you be allowed to go and vie for the presidency in the Republic of Ghana?
No,
you cannot. You cannot. You're not allowed to. That's law. That's Embra. If you're 62, 63, would you be allowed to work as a civil servant?
No, unless by contract.
It's extended by 2 years. So tops, over free a year civil service more. A year 64, meboa. 64. Why do we say 64? Say Marco Comi. Why?
Young people no so benye adwuma.
Send young people no
not because you are not capable.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I think.
I'm not talking about say be you're capable and as you're capable. But I'm talking about the conflict between Emra and Yashe. So if you're 65,
now why crown or Becca said this away 40 and above answer.
So ask that question again. Is this the constitution? Ask that again.
Because I'm sure sometimes no more your constitution, not young person Bianca. Because really, why? So if you can vote, then you should be able to also.
If you tell me say at 18 I can vote.
Yes,
I'm of sound mind and I can vote.
So 80,
you're telling
you to contest the
Nanka.
What are you talking about?
And your young person or cover on Facebook, buy more enjoy.
18 years, where you investing?
And then presidency is it by university? Is it by university?
Now, say for 18 years, you can propose.
No, we are saying someone
fair enough.
But
fair enough.
Ruling a country is not joke.
That's the thing. It's not a joke.
So you put 18-year-old at the helm of a country.
But we have 18-year-olds at the helm of a multi-billion companies.
Let's not forget that.
We have 65-year-olds who have not been able to even make anything for themselves.
It is not like something that is being handed to you. So
equally, if you are 62, 65, 70 years, put yourself up. If any panel, if you say even with your age, You should be able to.
I'm saying I have a problem where you have a cap on the age no. Yakato so bit me and where the president. But there is no cap at the age. Yakase udia untimi ni president mo. Do you think that is fair?
It's in your constitution.
No, but do you think that is fair?
It's your constitution.
That's how it's a constitution.
It's your constitution.
Fati Yanko and pay.
It's your constitution.
Chronicle at for Yanko Facebook who share with me 65 tops.
That is what is in your constitution.
And I may say,
So
do you think that is
you
fair?
got to deal with it.
But that's the issue. Chronicle.
After 30 years, one team are bold to dare touch this constitution
because it's benefiting a group of
course.
Fati Yanko, Chronicle double crater.
Matthew 5:14, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Chronicle, the Umakratano, Bana Helano pay as a Ghana's minister makes history. Editrum appointed to lead a team of experts to reform education in Africa. Hey!
Happy FM.
Simpa host ECOWAS Parliament again. Anna Simpa host ECOWAS Parliament again.
Simpa Penny.
Bedia promises. I know. So like.
No. Simpa.
Bedia.
So Winnie
That's Simpa. Promises rapid development of Africa. Ghana exports petrol to 7 West African countries. NPA and Babeka say mononam hana mukasa ne exporti ye petrol ni bi eco other African countries. Mwati freeze salary. Freeze salaries of irresponsible parents.
This year, I'm freezing salaries.
For me, and say, be a member some be freezing.
I'm freezing salaries now.
Ochene, Osaje for Mwetio for repenning is calling for an enactment of a law that will withhold salaries of irresponsible parents. That withheld salaries, he suggested, should be used to take care of children they have fathered, but have refused to take care of them. And it just a common member, no. When not a quack to say like child supports,
yes.
Ghana had a shed and you go a year. Uko dogs use social welfare. No, so who bet me saying, or see me to have 50 Ghana a month. Or see at the LCD, I'm a one and almost okay and you're quite that age. I'm 50 Ghana a month. Other stories have been I say. Newmont appoints first Ghanaian managing director for Africa. President commissioned 320 new homes for police. And no,
the commission will go on tomorrow. And as an 22nd,
yeah.
So the commission will be 23rd. I'm going to watch now.
KSTU launches 70th anniversary celebration of academic excellence. Queen Mother donates medical equipment to Akrofom Health Center. Kotai Chief marks first anniversary of installment. Ashaman residents support MPA CRM. Ghana exports petrol to 7 West African countries, Canada. Yanko Nigeria, memwe. Senators don't earn enough, contrary to views. And no ewahanum. Anti-government protest. Pat Utomi replies presidency on allegations of being organizer. 2023 polls probe cases of electoral violence against governors. Court orders INEC. 58 more trafficked Nigerians rescued in Ghana. We stories alpha the chronicler Ubenya Biakai.
Yemfa the custodian and twaso ene anopei na ye twaso dia na yenshase enfenfree here but DS Arab Africa Financial Consortium to promote continent development. Ubehu sa story we ewo P2 a obehu se president ene empanifu yi ene te ho a ene ensem ekɔso no yasem de papa ne nyina ne se omo di sika ba be hye Africa dwumadi a ekoso se de be na development ahoro ebetimi aba eye continent yi so eno eye ensem aba EC promises free and fair elections eno eye Mrs. Jane Mensa ono ene ye chairperson edema the electoral commission eno de sa ensem we aba beto dwa ɔse ɔno no enye ɔno ene wi abam ɔno no de ɔhwɛ so keke de ɛbɛba no ɛno ɛna ɔbɛka enti no sɛ o hwɛ waba so yi a no ahwɛ waba so yi na no de ɛba beduru ne hɔ no ɛno ɛna ɔde bɛba Akufo-Addo to present 320,000 units to police ɛno ɛbɛto dwa ɛda ɔkyena te sɛ de Kwadwo Sefadanko aka no na ɛyɛ tesa no police training school hɔ ɛhɔ ɛna saa esi adan kama project yi ɛhyɛ aseɛ 2018 na no ɛna afei ɛna ɔmo awie a ɔmampani ɛba akɔpa ho ntoma ɔkyenen na me de Kwadwo de mɛka ne sɛ ɛdan ne yɛde ma ɔmo a ɔmo nhwɛ so yie na ɛnyɛ ɛhɔ nyɛ te sɛ de ɛtie na ɔmo nhwɛ so yie na fa te sɛ de ɛbɛgya ma ɔmo no saa
be we call the next 2 years at least
2, 3, 5 years
maintenance. We don't have that culture.
Yeah, the bia you need that culture. The bia you need that culture. Sa.
But that's true.
The bia. Na wa u fie na u si ya ubejama ehu paint nyina enyu egu fom. Me hu a police for dan ya paint kure ni ho mi wa ye paint. Enso ube wura nkrofo dem no fati na ho kama ho de ya paint wo asiesie ho kama na ho ne de akalo kura ntimi mfa bi ntwi ho akalo. Aden ye de mamo no munhwe saa na yɛde atomic de ne ma ɔmo no meka wa ha yɛde we ma mo no monhwɛ ne so yie 2 bedroom ne 3 bedroom ne ade yɛde be ma nkrofo yi ye pebi mu atena ye ho yie ba o na mo de ya mo ye ne saa University of Local Government
Happy FM.
se fa de o de ka mi bia na osere
Oze opebi mu
ye pebi atena ye ho yie o na yɛde ma nkrofo a no mo ye ne saa no mo de mo yen kan kire omo na omo hu bi ebe yo University of Local Governance and Development receives presidential approval to start soon. Nti Kwadwo obehu minister for local government eno eye eje Mensa Kosa ono ene ono ko inspect sa facility na university a ebetete local governance experts eno nko na ebeye wo Kwadwo and the ebeye pa Baumias proposed tax reforms best for Ghana wa unipa Kwadwo Sefadanko wa unipa na kansa asem Dr. Frank Bano ena kansa asem we ene nsem bi na afa the custodian the Bokratara obenya bi no akenkan na no pay
Mamenka say afi na do aka sefri no ato a high happy 98.9 FM achame miensa na no pay yatena se Europa papa fatisha buali Prince Obapo akwa Kwadwo Sefadanko yede enei ensem a edi ahim ewo the Bokrata ahodo no yede bi ebre etifo the newspapers ahodo ni abadwomu no said the Chronicle aba sanso ene de the custodian the Bokrata no aba mayemfa the Ghanaian publisher the Bokrata no yemfa nso so ene anope state capture list of state lands sold to cronies eno no e wakatafa toso mienu the Ghanaian publisher the Bokrata no fa betimi ahunu na wakenkan e wo ho na ensema hodo bi no mu a wo fa the Ghanaian publisher the Bokrata no ena anope ya obesa hunu na wakenkan ebi nie ECOWAS Parliament meets in Winneba again. The story comes with a picture of Alexander Afenyo Kwamena Markins. Wono ena woye dom kese no aba no dani a wo ma chibja fie. Tiene ECOWAS Parliament no oye ko winiba na wo asankwa akohia biu. Akufo-Addo approved local governance university. Eno nookratefe toso miensa the Ghanaian publisher Prince Edikan Boso Edida. Divert salaries of irresponsible parents to wards. Otene enene wode adwenkyere abase ene maamefo de papafo no a womo no wo masede womo nyo no kebeya ankaka eka akatua de ma womo bosumi bia no yenye ne emfa mankwada no na womuntimi emfa enye ne ombetimi diaye. President Akufo-Addo commends Badia's role in Africa's development andokratefe so miensa Bost reports another impressive financial performance. The story comes with the picture of Dr. Edwin Provincial Doc enano pay miemfa enchiama with the Ghanaian publisher the Bokrata no sema wo bi eno no enano pay ofa betimi ehunu no nya bia kenkan wo mu.
The new crusading guide divert salaries of irresponsible parents.
How would we find out that they are irresponsible?
Na say untua oba fees.
But how will you know say be anya me fault?
Anya fault say saying.
In sister
when you can't exactly public service. Public service.
More public service.
Eh.
Na be am akobo bisi am bi na misika nso mi nso.
Ukobo bisi aye den. So wa well so show ba. Ana. Enti na dey boso me so a yeti. Na eja watam weti ya bi kwado kwa ahwe. Ukwa ahwe na wako echa ukwa musi a ya divert.
Ye dey ama oba no.
Ye dey ama oba no. Ye dey ama oba no.
Omo dey to om school fees.
We no o say come obia because mama bi so wo ho a. Entire pattern. Eno nko a. Eyiye wedding
na do no na eso to
mpaboa koton mpaboa 2000 cedi
na ne ba 9 da
na papa na eso to
e wo se munya mo hwe mo
papa fo ade
nti parents
wanka se fathers so parents
nti ene
but the emphasis is fathers
why ya o si o wedding na me sport attire bi na mo si o akatua na ba wo be kona hwe that we need hang. Same. Direct salaries of irresponsible parents to the awards or Chehini advocate. Remembering Atamil's 12 years on, a lecture by Kwesi Pratt Jr. at the City Hall of the University of Ghana in Ubekoso. Oh, say Trim. 19th Trim. Akufo-Addo to commission 320 new homes for police service. LPG marketers debunk NPA claims as unfair and call for fair regulatory practices. SASO and bust continues positive growth trajectory post sterling financial performance in 3 years. Gender ministry to professionalize social work practice. Good news for MMDAs, MPs, and Ghana First contractors. Court exposes Zebulon Okujeto's attempt to seize Nene Okumo's vehicle. The new crusading.
Yenfa the informer and Twasumamenchia and the can come and no pay in this issue. Transport fares not increase. GPRTU advises public yate omaye say ya ombetumu na say ya enti yate ombe o yentumu nanso na entuma na omopese omutum Baumien's Tax Reforms Act economist eno ena cancer assembly economist Dr. Frank Bano ena oka sa ensemu sale of public lands and asset minister calls for constructive dialogue and also ensemu ewaha EC can't rig elections chairperson eno desa ensemu atu eja don't distract OSP Supreme Court tells public and also nsemo abaha with the Supreme Court adi special prosecutor sama man papa rekise jabe na send the waye suba waye din kakra oye juma papa enti na send Facebook ni ade no eso ate enti eye pa vote against LI masterminds Imani Edges na kwajo sari ne speed limit ni enho asemu na Imani vice president Edema Imani Africa Kofi Bento na oka se hwe MPsa ese yenko parliament ni yenko MPsa ehihye na asi nyina both minority ni majority nyina na yento abenti omo se mo nko ade mo pese mo elevate mo hokotena ba bia obi antimi ma hobi yema mo sare ni yema mo ka na antifatinka kwan na obi akọ 100 na omo nko ade omo ko 100
na kwan na obi akọ 50 na kwan me na betimi akọ 100 o kwan obi akọ 50 no 50 ono ba be se akọ 200
no ko oko yedwuma o parliament entempa na mo pese Ghana for pa de na mukra no mwadi a moye no da bia ye ka ho nsem e de etia mo nso e ya na mo pese obi bese okay amoye mpanifo nti asem anka mbeka no manya nka emfamfo mo
wano kokotwe
ento de ye fancy aba we Kojo informa ene anope.
Yemfa daily guide the Bokrata and twas on anope na menka say happy morning show no aso so utie no tienka from number 22 at Genulo Street Asylum down Accra. Oko TV man temo Nisim 100.1 FM Otamale, Nisim 95.9 FM Bogatanga. Daily guide the Bokrata and the Benimana anope say champion African education of Basanjo to Educhum. Na ohe said the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Olusegun Obasanjo and Dr. Yao Osei Educhum in a tete-a-tete. Aha, as a me catch row. A bad addition, some party, what bobby. Wa bobbe de wa wo Ghana bo modia na bibi mamu nyina mebi nkoso bo modia mebi nkoso
system yi
se
double
track system o ye free HSC o ye bo modia
na nsen kura said the mo de prospectus ba ya ye synchronize kama ye bi wo baby a
se bo modia na ye bi
doctor said du fatini papa
pa chonye fatini pa we ko fa sama ba yento aso enti Winneba host ECOWAS Parliament. Yedikan Akahu Assembly. NDC sold state lands to cronies. The story comes with a picture of a flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, Ora John Dramani Mahama. Katafe toso Mensa daily guide the Bokrata no bi hu sansem na wakenkan. Credible elections or coup are to forcing. And what they sansem we are to SDA is not voting on December 7th. Church. Nene Unse nsema happy 98.9 FM. Ye die mpanjifo yo mu dia mpacho no ma me koba yabekum. Page number 6 of Daily Guide of Bokrata. And someone I'm a prayer chance and Joe Biden drops out of US race. We and someone offer daily graphic, a daily guide, the Democrat nano no can come.
The New Independent, massive reshuffle to hit government PROs. Mahama criticizes government handling of banking sector cleanup. Dr. Baumia has been appointed to lead Ghana. When a weekly recap paper na. Dr. Ditchum to lead AU's education reforms team, Obasanjo. Eastern Enzema Council gets new Omahine.
For the Inquisitor and to us, boss records 280 million Ghana cedi as profit for 2023 into Ubehu Bost MD. Ora Edwin Provincial ewa ha waboni chichi kama ni nyina no se boss afie twam no kodwo ade a omunya mfaso papa na nyom na omko tototo iPhones bi no kodwo eje boss na to iPhone emo senior board edema board members nti omoto na iPhone de mpo 13 wo ho I think say 13 na omoto say 2023 na 13 na aba ana 15 na aba sisi a after no mo tutoto ni nyina no e na mo asenya profit
any next time dey jai
any 2024 de omo beto de enya de keto akra enti yenkoi na yento aso appointment of deputy IGP PR blow job for Dampare PR blue job for Dampare.
PR blue job for
maybe like we blow job no ama
for Dampare.
And I saying
appointment of a deputy IGP PR blue job for Dampare. The Inquisitor. EC okay, and SC a Supreme Court strike out Crunches suit against OSP. Enti ubehu special prosecutor Owura Kisia Jabe NFA Kenneth J Crunche ono ni nyina nse odinsem bi ekọ Supreme Court etia the office of the special prosecutor eno na Supreme Court say Owura jai the ode ba no de yagituma enyi wahala after African Games hoteliers threatened to sue LOC Sports Ministry ubehu Dr. Kweku Ofusu Asare no na oye openia oda LOC na no kodwo nyina say after African Games no hotels ne
Daily Searchlight Democrat and Nigeria minister blows whistle on 40% commission scandal on World Bank loans. What about Ghana? Eno ewo na offer Daily Searchlight as in that the Democrat and Monano pay enema boss one. Dr. Richum to lead African Union's education reforms. Team Oba Sanjo and what is Asimia to Ghana increases export of petroleum products to neighboring countries. And this one is Biden ends campaign, endorses Vice President Kamala Harris to lead Democrats in America. We anything to be a daily searchlight. Democrat and none of the
new finder. Refilling CRM must operate side by side to engender competition. LPG marketers best records 200 and boss no person Bost records 208 million profits in 2023. Empowering SMEs and workers harnessing the benefit of Ghana $3 billion IMF support. Arab Africa Financial Consortium established to enhance economic development, foster deeper ties. University of Local Governance and Development to start soon. We the new finder.
But you for Supreme newspaper and to us Supreme. And now no pen pacho fachemi. Abu Jinapo exposes NDC land grabbing syndicate with documents showing acquisition under Mahama and also Ewaha boss continue positive growth trajectory as it poses sterling financial reforms in 3 years. And also Ubehu Ewaha Nzima Eastern Nzima Traditional Council get new Omahene. Ghana increases export of petroleum product to neighboring countries. And also Ewaha Gender Ministry professionalizing social work practice. Court exposes Zebulon Okujato's goof in legal process to sue Nene Okumo's vehicle. We are the Supreme Democrat.
Republic Press.
NDC rejects IEA debate, accuses think tank of bias. Brian Echampon stands up for SDA as he advocates for special voting. Bedia launches Arab Africa Financial Consortium to boost continent's development. Public Service assures minority of support ahead of BOG protest. Yoko Korean Embassy strengthen ties to combat economic and organized crime. Scandal rocks Ghana's Paralympic team.
Happy Ghana. Nsɛm no ba ya ne ayi mu hwemu ya fifimu ane atworo ne kawa kama sɛ de be ya yenya brofo akɛse yenya brofo akɛse yenya bam library brofo no ɛyɛ brofo a ɛyɛ understandable obi be se intelligible maka brofo kɛse ba kwa ropai obi abetumi atiase yenko happyghana.com na no pay na me fan nsɛm ahodo ne bi wo ho no yemfa mretiefo ne ayefo tentem ne yemfa ɛyɛ ne aka no ento ato so Akufo-Addo urges African leaders to prioritize quality education. Mampanyini na nadodan Akufo-Addo ne nei wode afutuo ede akọ ede ama amampanyimfo a womo ewa bibima mu se eba adesua mu nsɛm a wo se womo emomani ekọ ho pa. Joe Biden steps down from 2024 US presidential elections. No, LPG Marketers Association denies CRM opposition claims. And they one more equal one ton from a jar or my mono. And one more Edison Baby Arabic to just a woman CRM cylinder recirculation module. And yadia Tianum Bibi more answer than Tia once you move. And the Senka and Pennyphobic to me. Aye, na Bibia Akotot in Jamaica. NDC to launch official 2024 campaign on July 27th, 2024. SDA Church urges members to prioritize Sabbath observance over Saturday voting. Tie the free SDA and certain penny for Eba Mode Coma and Sorma say mo. Edadu na se abatono memene dan one ebekwa kotonua mesere mo amonko asore. about on the Munyai. Za and for Eka. Indian petitions John Mahama to reinstate GN Bank if NDC wins December polls. We and 70 be oko happyghana.com. And on the pair between Huna Waken Kain Ewo.
If you want to ma yebeko a year Google News na yede de honum so atwa so stories are ubenya ewo honum ene anope ese NPC Ghana denies involvement in Norway visa scandal. Igbo chief in Ghana congratulates CEO Yohunu on his appointment. Saso and no Ghana Paralympic team member has absconded in Norway. NPC president. Ena Ekasasem way. Saso and CDD Ghana launches defending media freedom, truth, and strengthening Parliament appreciates support for Maiden Democracy Cup. GACC urges students to contribute to corruption-free society. Tunisian president to run for second term. Saso and find alternative means of raising revenue for development project. Ahafo region holds third reading festival. Africa should consolidate financial institutions to speed development. President Nana Akufo-Addo and Akaye Ada Queen donates to students, sensitizes them to gender violence, and also a story sir uko a year Google and opea ubenye bi Akaye.
Ya monitor when you for weather update in family chief for Nianco Abefontin Tankasi and so Quanquan as we be in Asia near the Hong Kong and a rapper fatisha ball in some hour don't know a coso hono. A idea about a tough no de brain Munano pay Ghana Meteorological Agency Menkai not Shannon soon, not tea ni ye pass and I pay Oko or may Albo may and for from baby Miamia no a ben ponoa. A idea nsuo betimi agu kakra na se nsuo no anim beba fo ma nsuo no betimi atoton kakra kakra e wo sa me nyina me kan aplao and crime me ka kasoa Cape Coast Takrade ene Axim sanso ana wo bomu akwakopi oman emia nkwaye ene eye emepo ahodo no ewo no a obeduru ho no nsuo no anim be yekusu pa na ze nsuo no be mu na anim ye pa ubomu akwakopi mu ewo man etifi famu a ho so ye fie no mo se enimu be kusu na mu nsuo nso betimi atoto ewo miamia hodo bi se de ewiemu ebe yenunu anasa be ye hye ene anopai no ebe gina between 20 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius na yeduru awia no a oman amiamia hodo no ebe mpo no de anasa wo man na afo fam no de ya de ebe hwe se ewia no betimi apika na mu amia bi ahodo bi wo a nsuo no ebetimi emuna nanim ubawramu akwakopi omai emfimfini famu ade ko eye omai ati famu a yade ahwe no se udu omai ati famu a nsu betimi atoto kakra mmia biti se wa na larigu bogatanga damango na emia hodo no akare de yade nsu no ebetimi eminem na nanim pa okọ yendi tamale nso a yehwe no se nsu betimi atoto se de ewiem be yenunu anasa be yehye eye ewiei ewo bra premo ato no ebegina between 28 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Celsius. Yemumu enkopiemu anwumremu e obra no nsia abono. Anwumre no nsia no omaya fa na pinu ano yade a nsuo be mmirim na nanim. Demu ye omia ba ko mienu miensa bi nsuo betimi ato ye wo be bi ti se Kitekachi sefi be kwai be bi ti se Kumasi ene eye ne Mpotemum be bi ti se wa be bi ti se Bole ni Damango nsuo betimi ato sasa mia nyina be mia hodo no akane nyina de nsuo no ebe mu na nanim yie pa be kusu pa ase nsuo no ba beto ne nemu se de wiem be nyunu anase be hye eye anwume wo bra no nsia abono ebe gina between 25 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius. If you musa challenge them, say they be don shre. Aduonu ena yedi animu ena mabubo so di amatiefo ni ifo no. Ma menka was a duty forecaster. Kek amejake wono ena ye hwie mu a don shre aduonu yedi animu no. De ebe koso e wo hwie musa challenge nsem no. Watimi akruchi grata akruchi agu grata so e de abrɛ sɛ yɛmfa bi emra atiefo ne ifo yɛnkɔ nkonkofa abɛfo tintankasi ya so kwankwan ase akwan ahodo a yɛfa so di yɛho nkita ho platforms ahodo no so no ensem bebre no ana ɛkɔ so awura papa fa te sɛ bola yɛ krado sɛ wɔde ne nyinaa ɛbrɛ yɛntwɛ ne yɛntie no
Emerson say a year trends no ebebel na paramount chief of a year Gonjaland Yabonwura building Kunuto Sole Jewu ono ena sisi ade waka ato honum say banning Lands Minister Samuel Jinapor from entering all palaces within the Gonja Kingdom. Asem Abba. Paramount Chief of Gonja Land has issued a decree banning Lands Minister Samuel Abdullahi Jinapor from entering all palaces within the Gonja Kingdom. Kroni de obetimi akom emom entu 9 ahemfie se wo kwa akochia obia wo ho. Enti obetumi etukwan akọ Gonja Land. Na emom emani ndi obi enim se president e ko ho na se ye ne vice ko ho na se emba palace ho wo de oba na market ho side nenam area no mu mentu 9 palace ha. Na decision we ebaye ewo abra eye yabonwura eka say abrante we breachi eye tradition and respect as we gu eye akonya no ho fi we gu amu enim tia enti na ne so wo mu ade de a enfa we nim ensen ha na eye traditional leaders omo West Gonja enomo accusing minister no of interfering in traditional matters who do minister di enfa ahinsem emba mbefore ho. Now, almost say, we enye assemble kwesi continuously no, oye MP no, na ordinary sem ene nanam ahinsem mu, just say the oye ni nyina ntwa yie. Now, almost say, matters I was say traditional within traditional framework no, omutimi epe ho asem eka no, he na we hwe gyina ade oye no enko yie nti no. Ama okose a discontent and disaffection among a people no. Na press conference call yaponra in a yabonra ne interpreter na yabonra ka na wachechire mu no. O say asem no a serious enya agro no mudio. Na asema etumi eba ma yetumi ba no say into 9 palace there. Ene asema a serious. Enti omono no baby omono no ewo no. Na press conference no omoka say I quote, the king, interpreter Nanokan, the king will never grant audience to any government delegation, political party, or any person who pays him a visit once it includes Samuel Abu Jinapor until he learns his tradition as a royal and learns how to respect the authority of the Yabongra. Na, unquote. Almost say, I quote, this statement is final and binding on all paramount chiefs within the Gonja Kingdom, unquote. And to say the chiefs, any local leaders are or more a war a year Gonja land, you know, a year there yabonra, esho munim, say omube di a year emrano eswa, and yes, almost so a dear de beamono. Now, some angry youth, no omoho say inscription, Abu Jinapor, enough of your selfishness and arrogance. No more undermining of traditional authority. Nina no mkutakuta omo kebi achre eye minister. Mr. Muma yente asem no.
Happy FM 98.9.
Never grant audience to any government delegation, political party, or any person who pays him a visit, once it includes Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapor, until he learns his tradition as a royal and learn how to respect the authority of the Yegowura. And this statement is final and binding on all paramount chiefs within the Gonja Kingdom.
Enti some what say nyame na meka ya asem no yaka enda ho a ya twen gu mfidie so aye de ebremo. Comment aba no eni me na say envelope will fly to the palace soon. Jama oka say okom de omo wahu. Omo palace no omo ache so omo you don't know. Kamara said the Yabonra has shown the way. Long live the king. Believer as a power drunk. All these crop of MPP officials speak as if they've bought the power given to them, and for that matter, they won't need anyone's help again. Full of ego, disrespect, and arrogance. Kofi essay, our chiefs have been undermined for so long under the Nenado-led government. Unfortunately, MPs of some areas are to be blamed for all this. Too bad for our traditional authorities. Abu Esse, very good. Enough is enough. We are tired of these politicians with their political money and manipulations. If one of them there any Joe, Josie is here there. Baby Adrian, there be. Wapong. Now development be ascend in a development that sense a year the contest US a year presidential elections year so November a year US president and Dreja omo di fufu awo ewie edi ama se si ate lazy chair mu enaja omote 80 omu radio ne ade a pan omo si o mi nko happyghana.com na mi nko hwe ensema ekoso eja Sundays di anyamenwum ya no bobobobo omuko pie mu e wa happyghana.com na eda hoyi mi nko biem na why no nko biem a Joe Biden osisi se ade wa bre enti no presidency ni di obedi akosi se ne time no ebeso moto aba no wi na wa hand over ama nipa kra obewini na emom so ono asan kwa akogina ho ene ono anasem in his own words on this 6-year-old boy no akọ pre a year presidents ni di onye biem emom ose Kamala Harris ono na sese oye ne vice ono eno bia open asem as Joe Biden no onfa a year ne support nyina enkoma no ena amanfo say ade we de ye hu ye nim se wa gogo but ye nim se obeka se onko biem enti no ene ode announcement no no atwa ne letter ena odo koto x se mu ina mo mra na mo be read bi na de amope no mo fa nkonkoye I quote our letter no no say for now let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me re-elected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today, what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do. We can do it together. We just have to remember we are the United States of America. Unquote. Entino Ebanisano and our First Lady Jill Biden, and also they were loyal to Nukuno Papa Jai and Yasem Katua, or quite respond ye, and also a share statement, with a simple heart emoji say, Mikuno, Medo Dodo, Bibia be fine, with the Momom common contest. Now, First Lady Jill Biden, or no, and major say, or de ne heart emoji, or do, equal to a year post, ase ewa bra forward ye and also share na Kamala Harris so there ya touting as a front runner to replace a year Mr. Biden and also equatorial eka say honored to have the president's endorsement, adding my intention is to earn and win this nomination. Now order a year Mr. Biden as a papa so a extraordinary leader and now what signs to make it a year selfless and patriotic act. So what step aside they say a year elections na yebeko no on fa nanim enko to ballot so ebiem. Now Otroye Kamala Harris na making I quote, I will do everything in my power to unite the Democratic Party and unite our nation to defeat Donald Trump and his extreme Project 2025 agenda. We have 107 days until election day. Together we will fight and together we will win. Unquote. Comment now banu any. Nat essay, white man is a white man. This will never happen in Africa. In Africa, they will want their dead bodies to rule even after their death. Eben say, hoping Dr. Baumia does same because he has failed beyond Ray Brandon. Francis say Ghana should have done the same in 2020, else we would not be in this mess. Kwekusi, we are humbly waiting for John Mahama to follow his footsteps. Reason essay NDC and Mahama should follow same. Goom all the way. And so I say thank you, Mr. President. You have taken the right decision. African leaders should emulate and stop the greediness, thinking that they are the only one who can cause change and bring progress. Intisa and etia aha and ede a year trends ABC sefa damkwa.
Fatim you know say trends in here fancy yo. Na I be Edena Abu Samuel Abu Jinapo.
Then why
to the extent say or him point bit me up. It's not just one palace,
yes,
but every palace under his jurisdiction. Ayo Samuel Abu Jinapo into me and Congo round. I think that it will be ABB so.
Yeah.
why. Me dear, a photo kakra mo. Bibi eba ne say ya mpanyimfo ho. Achopa na abeko. Ebia na wonnim. Yesi de otwa sa na wonnim se na chiachia. Ebia no wai tu anamon bia na se wa kansim bia na se wa da na ye bia dia. Ebu ahemfo na nimtia. Enu nti ne wo mo de sa aye na ba. And for the purposes of say the new patriotic party, some consolidating gains in the northern part of the country. So man we ya ebetimi akwati.
Even outside of politics. I mean, outside of politics. Baby Ofi and who he is.
Yes, he's a real.
In traditional settings.
Yes.
And you know, I mean, outside of politics and your culture as a people, no. I mean, Penny Ekacho say why any bibia. Opacho.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know the simple thing will be yes.
Empacho.
Yes. Regardless.
Exactly.
Of what it is.
Na amamre ni amani bi a wo ho e wo so yo no. Animu ya omomode na onyo.
And send akwa do press conference in the I'm sure he's aware.
Yes, exactly.
Of what it is.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Twaso na yentwe homra. Yetwe ho ba. Enkomo na aka ne de bebro live on Happy 98.9 FM. The Happy Morning Show no so out here no. Yakoba onim dida. Ensema hodo pinu a ho a ene yebetena se na yedi ehon komo. Yentwe homra sisia.
Chemo, Charlie, he hold me down, and I'll forever be grateful. You know, say since you show me to soccer bet, I they see grains. Talking of good cash out, fast payouts, high odds, and total odds accumulation, bro. If they go on for this side, Charlie, that be high for day. I be you know that, bro. Soccer bet they do the most. Them my interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose. SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games, and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina me che angel cola. Me bread do. Obi fa angel cola drink. Na ni yonku eyi angel orange. Ana angel mango. Oseme sampe di obi eyi. Aka me dem.
Sese obi ape angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, who dear mama angel peach, angel strawberry, and na angel cocktail. Actually, no my body angel apple lime.
What ye? Esanya from my dear. Me say angel cola, any angel orange, and a menya. I think it's also from wifey. For us, Chester, no, Ebesia. Never angel drinks in a room. Obianca and in winning. There was some mono, no anum.
Annie, that's a massa. And no ano.
There be a sunny and no. Angel cola, the assemble. Angel drinks here. I'm in my bush. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do our friend 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA, Ajay Jane Kratoyatum.
So person things some about you cover my. My concongano. And yompa. And in pensem mu etasumua. And ye debia. For Casa Fidiane to Happy 98.9 FM. Next year the Happy Morning Show. If we are no panonsia, a copim non cron. Every juada, a copim fiada. The Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion. Yamamwachio, Niamamwakwaba. About Happy Morning Show. So, Happy 98.9 FM.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
Samba, Benin, Besha, Mana, Coco Chico, Minnie Doi Doi, and I got her. Odani Wamba, this I can hear. Okay. The sun also see me swat. Simiswa, on today, Uja, San Modo Simiswa, and I'm on nothing. Ayo, okay. Bye, mother, Sumesu, Ima, Makuman. We don't stop. Hey, beat up on the Sumesu, Ima, Makuman, and Fanny Agro cry.
But make us say I'm Fanny Agro crack because Botano for what Hamuntimi, Botano for Moha, me Botano for Momofa, a year, because we didn't happen in Japan FM on pay. Na Womuntimi, it's answer the air banner, and answer Ketwa. When you somewhere Didi Agro, because Yaka say it is difficult for you to have your assemblyman, it's difficult for you to have your MC to have a conversation with. It's difficult for you to even have your member of parliament. Say or two anymore now no edin kita ho. And I say assembly a chire wadwene so no wanya konya na obusa no onim. The enja dan dan na metena se na ye happy on wheels ho nsam wa ya managing one say we've been consistent. Tienie. We have been consistent and we get results. When we go to specific constituencies and peswa who do no ayakonyi na ayadia yenyamwa papa yenyansunsu papa in terms of say enema bia na nkan kan na nkoso yi e wo ho a ene obehwe na empanyimfo tu ho anamon e kwakoye ni yi 98.9. And that is how radio should be. That is how within our democracy the role of radio, the role of journalism should be. What we are doing is we are also creating a platform to ensure that our democracy is not one-sided. It is participatory. Wo wadwen kire yeje. Panyini no a wato abama no se ono enkonko gina wanamu e wo ma se beja fie na wonko sembra mfama na se woni dwuma bi o gina wanamu adidi ama wo no. Ono so na dwen kire yeje. E wo se yatimi create a platform so they dan dan. If you happen to go to the UK, they have something that they call surgery or something of that sort. And this is somebody who has worked in the House of Commons. I had a conversation. Gibson Graham. Good morning, going out to you. He's currently in the UK, and I believe it's about this time OBT. But they're not all children. They say at a point in time, be within the lifetime of a member of Parliament, you know, every month you have to go back to your constituents. Every single month you have to go back to your constituents. Now, when you go back to your constituents, you're not going to sit down with political party executives. You are not going to sit down with political party executives. What you do, there's a constituency, you know, not party members. The constituency consists of your party and people outside of your party. And so, when you go wo party no kwa adwene emfa mejina mrachi bja fi se wo call party na adwene e dia ma eye o constituency there be. What they were doing, omukoshia. And someone who I was saying, Timmy Commercial with fear, and Rabia, and Nijuma ye, or my judging tre, or my Yamushimu, one more commercial with your fear. Or my Timmy Aka once and said, a bit me a pen, seven a year, Nijina Sibre. Or Mangana, it's difficult for us to do that. It's difficult. But Happy 98.9 FM, for the past 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, we consistently go to the grounds to engage constituents, to engage voters, to engage Ghanaians. Ghana for our more some eshon, but Ghana for open punto, our man temoni or mompotemo. Yanyo mudinkomo, Yaman penin for was almost 10 seminal or masote. Ebinum cry, ebinum baho, se ebinum went to me a mamma trasia. Ebinum suma, woman musifo, so mumra. No man better to Medina say. Then send be a honor, woman yingum cratasso, or one fan come celebrate between 2 1 among. And that's what we do with Happy on Wheels. That is what we do with Happy on Wheels. We have been consistent. Yen train my same being see, El Biabi and Sanya call, ye coho, El Brass and BNC, ye coho, Eco Yenchimu, ye coho, Eco Pension, ye coho, quatin some wase. Yema and penny fire to obey you, Nigana for more twabano. Enya kunya etina epono baako ho edin komo sane yo Happy 98.9 FM eso happy on wheels nyankopon dum a ya wada ebe 25th of July 2024 Las Vegas Leisure Center New Botiano Las Vegas Leisure Center New Botiano ene dey happy on wheels jumadi ne dey kwa kwese so Botiano English amanfro Botiano English amanfro nakai se empanyimfo ahodo ena nyankopon dum a ya woda kita onsa boso me ne dey toso aduonunum wo mo beba be hia mu ne no ma tena se ne adi nkomo na meka member of parliament ora Sylvester wono ena woye mrasheb jania wo gina mu ede ama Botiano English amanfro mpeswa no so in the name of the New Patriotic Party Honorable Sylvester Tete NDC parliamentary candidate wono so pre se Ghana ene Botiano English amanfro mpeswa no so Ghana form ho ebe pene so ato abama no so nso betimi akoma je bejafi mi bie no Owura Felix Akwete Neokle wono so ewo bi Sanso ena municipal chief executive wono so ewo bi assembly members ahodo a womo ewo assembly no mu womo so mo wo bi eni omo ebe tena se ene adi nkomo efa mpuntuo ne nkoso wei efa Botiano English amanfro omanfo mo ho enti momotwe na mama mehia yen 25th of July 2024 na yenyina yentena se ni eye nkomo yeni ngita ho yen kansem yen nyinsem no mpensempensemu yen nyinsem no nkyeremu ne yenye ye ho ntease na na monto bia wo se etimi tuo na mpuntu ba no etu sa na mo no ama mpuntu e de aba happy on wheels your voice your power we e manem pa ho ebekoso ewo Las Vegas Leisure Center New Botiano ehona jumadi ne beba so Thursday 25th of July 2024 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. pepepe ene jumadi ne dichiche so be there be heard Happy FM nim de Happy FM eni jemkwa mamenka wo se ene anode ba ko ba bia befa bia yedi ho dance ye ka ho asem okọ bia befa bia anode ne bi ho abetimi anya bi na wonso watimi de adi ujuma Angel Drinks na Angel Drinks no yomu ahodo baako enum Angel Cola, Angel Orange, Angel Mango, Angel Peach, Angel Apple Lime. Na say ne no emu ahodo num obia betimi nya ne so ne seso ne de opebia no betimi ato no anom den so yie pa Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited ne womaje asiom na so say Angel Drinks ne de ombe ye ne kama pudu mu pa de abedwa man so yenyina ye betimi anya bi akwakoto edwabo bia na se nhyiamu bia obekwa ase na Angel Drinks eni ase na nhyiamu no wonipa no anase wonya no a wo hyehye nhyiamu no event planner no wo hyehye nhyiamu no ye na say nhyiamu no de wa yode you've gathered people the name the guy level of nhyiamu no bia one bisa no but more than pebinum because Angel Drinks produce vitality and maintain fluid in normal balance. Angel Drinks refreshing, invigorating, and exciting. Me say open the doso promo etu akwa kotonwa. But more than na fatit for home na fre na any ninkita hon sisia 0244-832286 0244-832286 and 0507-878668 numbers himi no ofra obetimi ni Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited. Edinkita ho na udinkita ho a watimi anya bi atu akwakoton ewo doso promo mesre Angel Drinks no agiso taste like our day obi abetimi anom bi kwada to fewa motofwa adentamo betimi anom bi mpanyufo emerwa enkokora mabunu betimi anom bi we ekomo obi abetimi anom bi de kama panti onzo kora kogoje bi enwumere ya wokofi na wajibi na de akwakosi fie kama kwada no ombeda wasepa esa no a osamba nkoa na oje nti Adonko Soft Drink Beverages Limited Angel Drinks on the abajomu ho adansidi eno no mamenka wo se wo kumase amesere wa tiemi minion masantefo amutie na no pay ye ekoma nyina Christopher a ye wo maimu ye nyina ekoma ene ye nyina ye kwa akobɔ nhyiamu kwa akobɔ peso e wo Baba Yara Sports Stadium free kitansa boso mene de toso adununum ekopem ye aduasa 25th to 30th of July 2024 Baba Yara Sports Stadium esan say Dr. Pastor WF Kumi Penyinia wono ene ye kwantrefo a woda Deeper Life Bible Church anu no ade ene waba obeba Ghana emamu 25th to 30th wodi na ni ekyeremu ewo Kumase we any bredi kan kra doctor pastor WF Kumi wodi na ni ekyere Kumase e waba Ghana wodi na ni kyere Kumase akwakonye enhyiamu kase a ya to the Global Crusade with Kumi eba su Kumase baba ya Sports Stadium kitansa bo so mene da etoso adununum ekopem aduasa ene di dwumadi ehye so mesre brao woye obi a wogi Nyankopɔn di nko ade abra ha obiara da oso no bomodia fa piemu ewo Global Crusade with Kumi ebekoso Kumase baba ya Sports Stadium no na Nyankopɔn ebema wo emuoye anu ye ebeba mpai bo bia wabo a nanka wo twen si Nyankopɔn betimi ade anu ye di ama wo no bomodia na brai na ene Nyankopɔn ton safro Nyankopɔn ebetimi eya no di ama wo kona na bi eda oso enkonua bia ekyese eda oso a wo ho hwie nyiye ohaw ne atete bia wo namu se yade na abowo wo a wo hia wo je wo hia obi bese ensa kyere bi wo bra bomu a watwen a wo hunu no akonya kese na yede aba ede ama wo no obi a nani afra momfa ne mra obi a wonte ase momfa ne mra obi a ahomone adokro no ahye ne ma a kyese wonya ahotompo momfa ne mra na saa eyenhyiamu kesi yase no obetimi anya na hoto Mamenka will say there will be a special ministers and professionals conference at the Great Hall of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Na oba yi eya kwenya kese a obetimi adi hu Nyankopɔn ene onyam kese. See you there. Ai Mamenka. Misraw tie misraw. Uyo bia. Se utie mi anopai. Wonu obi a wadi dem. Anasa wo a utie mi anopai kra no wadi dem. Wo wani so adi hunu bi esi wani so. Unya ya enka brabo no ba bia ogina sesi an nenka eni kwankra sen ko na ogina esan se wapima nemum esan se body dem kakranta ye to da bia na enkame ye se eya ye den e de ama wo menim se yenenum binumu ewo ni so de hunu bi senka wo betumi asua de e de akọ manimu pa ye pa menim pa se ebinumu so ewo ho a wo mu eye bodwu adwuma ebinumu suansa no adwuma bi a nanka wo mu hia mo ebinumu kura wie nanka wo mu nyaaya wo mu a wo bi o mu shops nkitikiti bi a wo mu tia no ye adwuma enye sika de tom de atom kotokum de aboam abusua sanso bi adwuma se de bi afoforo binumu a wo mu so madi dem wo betimi anya adwuma ni bi ayo enso to de bi a na kwa akoye den de ama tie endaso wo ho endaso ne say happy 98.9 FM as part of our corporate social responsibility yaje ato ho so say yenwanu mo madi dem a wo mu ewo ni so de hu bi a esi o mani so so obi opese okusuku so obi opese oyensa no adwuma bi so obi obojo adwuma bi a wo pe emwa kakra na so opo obi amana so na sene happy 98.9 FM yaje ato ho ye ne enyumaku ahodo a wo mu nso wo mu madi dem ewo man mu wo mu ho asem edo makoma so ye ne makona kra na
Happy FM 98.9.
Yenyo makontiasie mo mani o ma gia tumu se obi biara a wadi demu a woni so ade hunu ebisi na ni so opese otimi ema ne bamu no bomodin ana ne nkita ho happy 98.9 FM kwaya abefa so abetimi yen ne yen adi nkita ho na no nie 0302 254 858 aya number abetimi afre wo fra yebisa odini bia wo dwumadi a wudie bitimi aye fifimu kakra ehunu sampani ampase sa dwumadi na wudie na senye sa dwumadi na wudie na yene yaboafo no akobenkro mu yatena se ne asusu emoa a yebitimi ade aboa wo isan se bible no kra me yati ase se enhira ewo mamusin wogie ebedomo nemu made empene se bia wo a woni dem na okosi obi kutupa se omra meji sika anaso omra meji moa na wo no akwa sika ne de akwa so ho yesa akwa Nyankopɔn nhirawo
98.9.
wo yesa Nyankopɔn wo hoi wo nhirawo ntimisira mo yenua no amadi dem number no na me sentimu e de amamo no 0302 254 858 e number abetimi afre na oni edi enkita ho happy FM nim de happy FM eni jenkwa
So person to some about you cover my. Ewo my concordant. Enyumpa. Eni pensen mu tasumwa. Eni debia. For kasa fidie to Happy 98.9 FM. Let's hear the Happy Morning Show. If you are a panonsia, ekopim nonkron. If you juada, ekopim fiada. The Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
When I'm saying some who do pin a group no so na pay ye di ehon komo won so betimi na adwenkyere no e dia ba oko Facebook I Happy 98.9 FM yenin komo ho yenin kita ho e wo ho and some of course one na otwetwa mu some of course wo memene dai ene kwase dai de course wo nyina no won so adwenkyere e wo ho obetimi e dia ba wonim say da ne da nyina me kan say nyansa wo ho eni ba kofu trimu enu entie no na da nyina to nsafro say won so betimi aba na woni yen edi eye enkita ho no me momen kawo say enei eya samufo mienu ene omo etenase na yedi enkomo eye owura awudu mahama wono ene ye editor for the custodian the obokrat and sounds na David Tamaklu ene me hu na che ye papa editor WhatsApp news wono so ewo ha ene no ebedi enkomo sema hodo bia yedi hu enkomo EC chairperson ye maame Jen adukwe Mensa ene ne wodi atodwa se mienti ni ye say ene about ebekwa akoto 7th of December 2024 December bu so da to so
98.9
eye enso no ye koto aba no wo abedi nkunim gitum wo abedi ntwo no so gitum izan say about onu mu no de enye dan ya party ba ko no bedi nkunim party bi no mu ebedi ntwo ti de bebe bia no aya na ya gene sa ya gene fe so se de be ya mentem ho asen pintem bia ensie na ye no na NDC for ekiremu a womo ntiase de yentia chairperson for the Electoral Commission Jen Adokwe Mensa workers ansem we say they would want to get into the mind of a year mami Jen Adokwe Mensa de yentia workers ansem we yebedi hu komo na no pay ebio nene ne nan ne anase ne nansane na ene na yankasa ye mami Jen Adokwe Mensa ekokosia eye mra chebjafo ena wode ahoboaboa Electoral Commission no yo eri tudwa wo tire mu se ahoboaboa no de akwa ni mu pa na eyade a wo mu aye krado se abato be kwa akoto December bo so me de to sonson e wo Ghana mu no pere yo ebe dedi egu beda ho fine za asensuo ensuo ani ate no wo gina kire a wo hu ba bi hu de enama wo mu edi akone aba ho nsuo no mu nyina wo be hunu wo na wodi semi tu dwa no wo tire mu aka se ebinumu ewo menasopo bi se isi wo mu machines ahodo binumu ayira ye no anhwe benya insurance boni bi ewo abato no ebekwa akoto December bosomi da to sonson no mu isi edi atudwa se dabi magana fo ma bibia mamumu kra isan se ya ye hyehyeye mu odene pa yenhwe ema obi entimi nwi aba no mu yenhwe ema abato ayekwa akoto ye referee no yenni aba no entia eye obi nti Ghana fo ma moyam nhyihyemo kra ewo yentoto ya yedi agu akwan mu no yebuza ne nsem edefa ahobambo ho ene wo se ahobambo ho nsem de eba na bato ahobambo ho nsem a wono Electoral Commission no de enyo no ene kura abato ho ahobambo ho nsem nemum ekura the Ghana Police Service na Ghana Police Service so me ate ase yade a wo so wo mu aye krado papa se kwa akoto abana ahobambo ho nsem bia no yade o betimi ama bibia akoto team ede ama abato ne se de bia pintem ho ase bia entumi nsie na Ghana fo ebinum enhwere mo nkwa se de empimienu ne adu no yekwa akoto aba nipa ba nwotwe bi ehwere wo nkwa no saa asem no enya de a wo se mbehwe ama no asi ebiu na ebio obeka na otwemienu ne ena Franka Tuni edema the New Patriotic Party owura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia wode tudwa se wone de wonyaya nko ne owura John Dramani Mahama mampanyini dada ebetimi atia gina na wo mo aya no bye na enu akire ena the Institute for Economic Affairs wo mo edekrata abatudwa wo mo ekire mo se wo mo aye krado isan se ebe o ma mu debate a wo mo ena gigina mu wo mo ena wo mo hweso ema aya no bye presidential debate no etimi eba so nti yade a wo mo de enhye ebegu akwa mu se de be ya ano bye no betimi akoso na no na National Democratic Congress wo mutiri mu adabi say aye no cry bias wo mo bias I say wo mo buntantwa nyade a wo mo nsem anase wo hihye a wo edi ba betu dwan perepere yo anase emuda ho fanti nyade a wo mo gi IED ese obetimi conduct an objective professional debate ediama empanyimfo mo eyom ho asiwo se wo mo eba beto aba wo mo yi ho se Ghana fo hwe mo so na wo mo ento wo mo so aba no ye ni nsem na no pa yedi ho nkomo ora David Tamakulu atena se na no pa me hu wa che de
yeah me hu wa che
me to nka che oh yeah. economy no economy because of
the way you used to
we say we fan say we are used to by economy in Koye.
I would I just hey me know ya tena haka
ya can Ghana for do not want us to speak the truth, but the truth is that
Ghana for
where we are
Ghana for
Pino
Ghana for Pino
nti
Ghana for Pino
economy ninye
say nukre no ya campaign e asesa ban
economy ninye
nukre no ya campaign e asesa ban na Kufado ni na mambu na friends or kanko for kasabo e she omo yem that's it and you say Ghana for so ni
ora wudu mahama ma hu se watwam ha oba betra sisi ya nti yen hye nko twetwa na se srew wo so wadu disem a wo betimi dia ba ye bekenkan nyina dia ma tiefo na for this is the platform ye call man Ghana ho asem yie yenyanto boase ne do so nsem no mu na yen sha siam fan free the electoral commission akache na wo call electoral commission akache a eda ye kwa akoba democracy cap no ye de cap call electoral commission akache wo de nsem bi atudwa wo kire mu ese yade a Ghana for momma mo wre entomo yam mon kama koma ntomo yam na emum abato ne bekwa akoto December bosome de to sonson no se wodi nkunimu a okọ wo abedi ntwo bia no ditum na abato bia mu no 98.9 yade a party ba ko ne bedi nkuni party ahodo bi no mu de wo mo ebedi ntwo empanyimfo bi se wo dwene sanse mi ho mo ntiase mamenye wadwen kire kakra na se mamenye wo preliminary comment on eniema asie eniema akoso ewo omanyi mu na otwetwa mu nyina no obetumi edi aba sanso na mabedwafo atena se owura awudu mahama atena se ofa ne phone sa na se information hodo no a enene na eba ibi yegu abedwafo mama wa chema wakwa aba example no na course na otwie etwa mu ya bepem enra mamenye wadwen jere kra a quick overview
uni asefa di kan chiawo eni utiefo nyina eni uyonkufo ani omoye adwuma emi se adwuma na mo bu ama Ghana a friend saying yakwa saba nsem no am say yenya yenim say ye ya ben election no ntino tension no e kosro kakra na nsem dodo na fa elections sefa EC am say they have a big challenge that they need to stand up to. I don't know how. Say they are reported working machines of EC that have gotten missing. Up to now, we are not briefed exactly what the status of that is. Can I see my laptops be IRA?
Yes.
And BVD machines.
Yes, BVD machines, yeah.
IRA. Now everyone say up to now, for a friend saying, for to say omo who machines knows omo who you. Now ye catch say it is the loss of the machine. It's not going to affect the election. So him. So there's some machines ni right. Me tell na say omo achi nkrofo mienu bi ase.
I'm say be Mensa na say 2 is it 5 or something.
Na nkrofo a na omo so omo achi omo no. Ushima they are not related to the machines in any way. At no point if you check the records of transitions at the EC are the people who have been arrested involved anywhere in this killing? I see security in Libya or a friend saying, warehouse, and Sawam Ho, and now a friend saying, Channel. And then there was another guy who was supposed to have sold machine batteries. Now, there are a battery, machines, and the person to take responsibility will be the EC. The chairperson of the EC cannot deny responsibility over whatever is got missing under his establishment.
But the EC is not denying responsibility for whatever it is that is missing.
Yes, and
at the office.
And so
the EC is not running away from the fact that Ayra.
It has added up to the suspicion around the EC over the period. I mean, we all saw what happened 2020. The EC boss, I mean, the EC generally couldn't handle that election properly. As we speak now, figures about the election 2020 are still, something that people cannot actually accentuate. The figures, they have not been able to come up with the appropriate figures. Figures have had issues recently when the election registration was going on. I mean, you saw figures were coming in different forms, in a very awkward way, which we have not experienced because, I mean, this EC, they have the laxity to employ very competent people. And so if you have at their stage figures, messing up the way they are messing up, it is, adding up to the suspicion of many that the EC has something up its sleeves, and mostly it is being accused of working to favor the ruling government. And that would take me a little into what has happened regarding the Dr. Baumia's invitation to
yes, that year. That year.
Say Chabetene, a friend say, it's Chabetene, any child, any Diano, and
it's Chabetene,
and see, Dr. Baumia's invitation to the former president to have a debate with him. If you listen to the invitation, the arrogance,
we'll come to that particular issue. I mean, it's an independent issue on its own, and that of the Electoral Commission, because the Electoral Commission is saying, whatever is missing from the EC's stock will not have any impact whatsoever on the conduct of the 7th December elections. Now, if you go back to somewhere around March 2024, specifically on 20th of March 2024, a story was published on Daily Graphica. Now, and some of the National Democratic Congress minority in Parliament, regarding the missing BVRs in the KKK. They debunked those claims, stating that near Ayra some laptops. From the EC, baby at Omo Edi Omuniema Ekokoguno. Now, 3 EC officials subsequently were indicted. Ayadia Embrano Eso Mopemu na Yadiomo Ekokujina Embrano. So 3 EC officials. This was published on the 15th of April 2024. Now, 3 EC officials of the Electoral Commission have been interdicted over the alleged theft of some laptops used for biometric verification registration. Now, the suspects have been handed over to the police for investigations. This statement was made by Dr. Srebo Kweku, the Director of Electoral Services at the EC, and Odessa in same way to Idra. And so, I mean, it was made clear as of then the steps that the Electoral Commission take to rectify the situation. Is it that some people still do not believe, the Electoral Commission can do a better job at ensuring, there will be credible, free, fair elections? And that is why they seem to be pointing fingers at the 5 missing laptops, and have the potential of marring the electoral outcomes. Because on the 7th of December. Is it the disbelief?
I think it's more of, okay, say the NDC were the first to reveal the issue. They were the first to make
the minority in parliament, yes.
And the EC denied it when the allegation was made. Subsequently, only to subsequently come back and accept that indeed they were missing some BVRs. No, they said laptops.
Yes,
as
laptops.
we speak now, there are issues about even the BVRs having gotten missing. As we speak now, they said that's the new status of it. There are BVRs which have gotten missing and laptops which have gotten missing. So the EC was fending, that they did not know about it until they were forced to admit that indeed the machines got missing. So everything the EC is coming up with, there's suspicion. They can't be trusted. They are not, owning up to their responsibility. It doesn't have to take the opposition to put pressure on you before you acknowledge that, something as critical as voting equipment, which are because these equipments are linked to each other. They are operated with codes, and they are operated from a particular source. And this gadgets and their codes, once you give it, someone has access to it who is not supposed to have access, there is a problem. And all these things are laden with data privacy. What happens to
the
it?
EC at a point mentioned, sir, and I think, sir, I'll have to bring that back. The EC at a point in time mentioned, sir, those laptops that have been stolen, laptops na irano, contained no electoral data.
How is that possible? How is that possible? All this, if you understand IT a little, all these gadgets are linked with each other. So once an IP address is traced from one machine, you can relate the other systems that it's connected with. So it's easy to have access to whatever is on the other machines once you have access to one. So as for the issue, say there is no data on it, and if there is no data on it, is this just it doesn't make sense. And you realize that time in and time out, EC keep getting everything wrong. There is an opposition that has to push it before it accepts it. So when you behave like that, you demonstrate that you cannot be trusted. And when the other parties you are dealing with, the parties you are dealing with start looking at you with suspicion. It is the EC's own conduct, EC's own actions that is giving birth to this mistrust. And so it's mistrust, and mistrust is birthed by continuous act of deception, and that's what the stage we've gotten.
So you feel that the Electoral Commission is deceiving the
of course, obviously. I'm saying that,
and that people should not trust when the Electoral Commission says, look, don't be afraid. We've learned from our mistakes, and that we'll be able to perform better. The lessons that we've learned from our past, we'll be able to perform better come the next elections. So you it's because of the mistrust. And it looks as if everybody seems to be pointing, especially those who've been speaking against the conduct of the Electoral Commission, have been pointing accusing fingers at some of these missing gadgets, particularly the laptops.
So the AC,
is that the case?
The AC has shown that it cannot be trusted. First, this is when it happened. Mistakes do happen in institutions. So when they happen, a proactive organization which has clear mindset about its work, particularly the EC's work, is very, very, critical, to build honesty around it. The EC's work is so serious that any act of deception, any act of mistrust would consummate the trust into a mistrust for the institutions, and that's what is happening now. That they have, first of all, they've not been responsible enough to be proactive and tell the people what is happening there, and then they were forced to. you know that they were forced to. The Omanibuama and his team had to come up with statement upon statement. Minority had to come up with statement before EC acknowledged that indeed things got missing. Recently, the figures about what's her name, election registration.
Yeah,
figures came out in one of the constituency, and when EC reported it, they were not tallying with what exactly was in the system. They were forced, and they came back to admit that what the minority was putting out was the right figure. And when you are acting like that, you definitely cannot be trusted. Elections are delicate. It's about the life of everybody. And so if you start acting, you putting yourself in a situation where you cannot be trusted, you cannot accuse anyone who is,
and yen Ghana for ya na kamia say and someone ye can ediafa isi ni ho no. Ya broso dodo.
Ya kan nsema fa afarija ho. Ya kan nsema fa the other lady
Charlotte
Osei. If you look at those issues, more raising now only compare with more, and even those issues, hardly do people come up with solid what's the name evidence. This one, the evidence are before us. Who were easy? You see, friends saying you've reported wrong figures. Not wrong figures. They come to admit that wrong figures, figures near wrong. After their first dinner, you'll be going and then they will come. So figures I'm going to buy. Admit to say. So you get the people like every time they have something to be suspicious of. So that's different from what happened under Farijan and Charlotte Osei. This EC, the mistakes are just too much. The mistakes Madame Mensa has been, chanting at the EC there, they're just too much.
They're just too much. Mami fan asema already with Tamaklo. We'll get back to the EC on and someone or dear Tuja H. say, look, elections near Kwakotono, Perry, who better fine. Enti Udin Kunumwa Jitum, Udin Tra Jitum. But Mameni Ora Udi Mahama, one of NSM for Edmund the custodian, the Bokrata, no, Menyan Adventure, Ewan Samoa, the Electoral Commission chairperson, Mame Jan Mensa, or the Atuja, say in Ghana for Munya Arichimu, or Electoral Commission. It's answer Electoral Commission didn't say Egua Quemua, Ebema about to be to December, Busume de Toson, so move better fine. And your dear will be Miss you, be Nadia be a baby, will be no more as a referee, no, or more a bit dinting, a Jumanu Yepa. Sir, what did I say here? Should people have trust? Or the Electoral Commission will say, indeed, the Electoral Commission will be able to say, Nebosha Washano, Obitimi, this over with Mahama.
That's it. My main chief for any, I no pay. Like I say, let me start by saying, 2020 elections, to repeat this, that EC are churning out several results. It is not true. It is a myth. Results now has been gazetted. Obi Opebi, I won't call Ghana Publishing Corporation, publishing. Gazetted reports results no. It's a myth. There have not been any several results. Sadia omo kaya the court. Omo court na nya calculator na edi ma omo. Omo pin sheet. Omo a petition na edi based on omo petition omo de na edi a late akuto ampa lawyer akuto ampa. On the calculator ma NDC General Secretary then. Now omo national chairman. O calculate ya there na see. So this thing about the several it's a myth. It's a discredited confusion in the minds of NDC. Let's discredit it and throw it in the dustbin of history. Second, your friend saying registration of missing BVRs, kids. Look, EC. NEC Koka allegation press conference. EC also held a press conference.
Yes.
Mame kind a tete. Okay. In response to somewhat tete. In response, Onkai say Messi is going to affect registration in Yamanyana. This is what Mr. Tete Kaye. EC said during a recent routine servicing of his biometric voter registration, the BVR kits discovered the theft of 5 laptops from the kits. he explained that BVR case, which comprised a laptop, camera, scanner, and printer, were entirely separate from the commission's registration data systems and were incapable of manipulating election outcomes as suggested. It is agreed that were missing, and these are the things almost during they admitted that
yes, there is admission
but they said don't affecting registration and affecting election,
and that's what they have maintained from March up until now.
That's what they have maintained. And by the way, when you say ECIA registration, this is not about EC channel different results during registration constituency. That's also not true. The explanation has been given. I don't know why people continue with these kind of distortions. Ukaya figures ne bano. It's always correct, but infographics are no mind basa. Infographics is not a problem. Omoye figure to say area way. I constituency bang.
Clote
constituency. Omoye say day one. By the way, day one every day by registration be political parties be print out. Every day be a political party be a print.
Because every registration center be a
political parties are present, yes. They are all giving printouts. So at the end of the day, political parties will be a printout. So what sense will it make for EC to manipulate something that is given to political parties? Does it make sense to anybody? So the explanation of my say when they did the actual figures, we share Excel, and correct. But infographics, now sometimes repeat figures. Every day one, no they are day two. Every day two, no they are day one. When they noticed that, they decided to cancel the infographics. Then they went on to the actual figures, actual figures. And again, look, registration.
But is that not incompetence on the part whoever is in charge of
Yes, I listened to former now, so he's in charge of training, Dr. Kokusi.
Yes.
He explains. Yes, the person has been doing some work for them. He's never made that mistake. But when this mistake came, they took the work away from the person. And they decided that the committee people they will do the Excel and the Emma figures. Now one a newspaper. Why a newspaper Juma and why business on mistakes that. Sometimes you do they say even do apology, sometimes you do retraction. Does it make you incompetent? One newspaper say mistakes that sometimes you go and do there will be picture, no they are come be for. Now in this year, you register Kojo and Dani Akosia. Voters register. Does it make the whole NDC incompetent? Kojo Dani Akosia and Akosia Dani Mensa. They did that for their primaries. Emma did you say they were incompetent? And now so they wanted to cheat somebody, maybe because former President Mama won the primaries. They skewed it for former president. They did those mistakes so that former President Mama be in the primaries. No, is that what NDC is saying? Sometimes when they are genuine mistakes, let's move on. We have moved on. Look, ECIA registration, they have given Omoko Parliament. Now saying, Parliament they met parliamentary group. Because in parliamentary, they had a committee of the whole. I know they are journalists we are not journalists in the parliamentary EC any MPs then they open the gates for other people to enter, including media. And they gave your friend is saying Omoma provisional registered voters as of June 2024. The figures are given. They were given to them. And then now no political party has contested those figures. As we said, how many days in here? So what is this about the registration? Everybody, look, if you're a political party and you want to be, you do it. Because look, I have said several times, your election from registration up to voting, up to declaration, I dare say that it's transparent than any other country in this world. Look, Sefa, any stage of a political parties are involved. Only say registration we are not the exhibition wa Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah, we are in fact in August we are on
there will be an exhibition, yes, sir.
Obia and the provisional register, the more political parties, you cross-check. You cross-check people who are not supposed to be there. You see this person is not supposed to be there, and you are let easy. And who register individually, go to the station and check your name. Polling centers. And check your name. And the above voting now, Sefa, from printing. Every political parties be a printing room, ballot papers and a ballot, see even pink sheets, all political parties are present. We are now you are taking every day the copies a number every printing political party be a beji copy. Now actually the only until everything is sealing now to all regions. Political parties have their seals in all the boxes. Now they are called your core regions are. From distribution from regions to for districts. Political parties are almost silly. Na ye call. We are election day, Sefa. You distribute we are okwa. Me have been a polling agent on 3 different occasions. Okay. Okwa, if you are police or be on the agent to a polling station and a polling center. Okwa, Sefa. Ballot na ediama every polling center no. Every polling center and a voting center. You record the number of ballot papers issued. Each political party will record. At the end of voting, political party be a record the number that has been issued. Or be a record we are about then we come to we do that before you BBBO. You do all ballot accounting. You call it ballot accounting. Oh yeah, when you now who ballots are about center. Political parties be now a record your agents. After that, then we go open the box. Not yet the actual beer. They put it there. Then the voting starts at 7. Yeah, we are Sefa. What do? We all know. Now you can yes, you are sorting out. Political parties no obia repage now. Now you sorting out. Sorting out no crowd who say na a party supporters crowd. Now you know 1, 2, 3, 5. Political easy official no mistake na it's all about 2 crowd. Me say you shout to. Then they correct even then we are now enter into pink sheets. Now obia political party biage in the pink sheet. It is a pink sheet now from polling voting centers in 2020. EC created 38,622 polling voting centers. There's difference between polling center and the voting center. On say polling center no be a center no why 3 polling voting centers. One who ubeko ebias primary school be 1 primary school or 1 block no.
But voting centers be 2 and 3.
Exactly.
Yeah. The same polling station.
Polling station, but your polling center, voting center. Yeah. Sorry, they have polling stations and we have voting center stations. Yeah. So voting stations, there were 38,622 across the country. And it is these species, every police center is a voting station, they all my political party reps pink sheets. It is a pink sheets, who as a political party will be collected by the end of, even before ECB declare results, so you should have your results. If you are a party wet insult, by the time my ECB year or more announcement to declare winner, you should have your collected results. So to a larger extent, the EC plays minimal role in, especially when it comes to look, what the EC does is more or less now EC official mistake be a political party. You prompt and say no, you don't do it away. You have every right to protest. It's all over. Look, since we started 1992 voting, that has been the thing. A time where, look, there have been reforms. The reforms have made our electoral processes better. And so if this thing about EC will have any influence on the election, look, what's the name? Jean Mensa and then the 2 deputy chairpersons. Yeah. Look. What they collect now, so I'm saying CI 127, they've created regional collation centers, and so what they receive at the center is the 16 regions.
But there have been recommendations by some observers says that regional coalition center came free.
You see, that is a problem. You see, NDC, they made the loudest noise and yet they didn't call for repeal of that provision 127. They did. I was thinking, say, maybe who are the said that's what I was surprised because they said, say, it was not good. So I was expecting, say, instead of concentrating on, they rather concentrated on a Ghana card. Say, man, you see Ghana card register. Meanwhile, you had a problem with regional coalition centers.
Yes.
And I thought they would have called for the repeal of that one in the CI 127. Oh man, yeah. So that's all. No, we are going to do the same thing. It's over. You cannot change it again. So yes, I know what the for Mensa and any deputies. My lecturer, Dr. Bosman.
Happy
EC headquarters, and they said they collect the regional resource, then 60 regions, then the political, also political party
reps. Headquarters, we have political
they are duty there together with all political party agents, normal quality results from the 16 regions, and that's what they do. Then they announce what is the fault of EC in this matter. If you are a political party, 1 year with Juma year, now this year. By the way, former President Mama one can say easy, Yanja is no money or Juma, but they are independent. Nobody should interfere with their work. Who is interfering with the work of this EC? Who is interfering with their work? This thing now, look, this is an EC that has done, your friends, let the citizen know. That program. And almost every, I don't know, it used to be every month. No, my press conference, no more the name to another journalist, have some questions they will explain. And you say this EC is not transparent. They even give registration, they even give the number of friends disabled. They give the number of females, they give data, they break down to the minutest level. Look, say I like this proverb by Memenia Penny ABFZini. Or say, so being pewasema. So swimming, crowd best utu futu. If somebody doesn't like you, even when you are swimming, the person will tell you are generating dust. That's what some political parties are doing to this EC.
So if you say it's dislike,
it's much about nothing.
It's dislike for the Electoral Commission and some groups.
There have been some misunderstanding between them, and I don't know whether it be because some of those people, when the woman was at EC, Mensa, when she was at CC, IEA was paying. They have something with political parties. Who those political parties that have a representation in Parliament.
In Parliament, yes.
And their general secretaries were paid monthly by IEA, including Asedun Ketia today. They were paid monthly by IEA. Nipana Transit. Look at the electoral reforms here in Ghana. IEA deeply involved. Even a Presidential Transition Act.
Yeah.
Everything he has been there. This woman was spearheading everything. Such a person who has help to entrench this democracy or no ever destroy it. So this thing about look, if you're a political party, our electoral process, you cannot blame anybody if you bad yourself if things go wrong, because the processes are there for you to check the check and balances, and when you check easy admit say where your mistake they will correct it.
So you mean there wouldn't be any circumstance no about Electoral Commission say ono na ama ebia abato no figures ya hodwe ba yentimi ehunu ni yentimi ntiase ye
figures ben say wo election figures ana police station.
So the Mensa police station, but the police has got nothing to do with it.
Police station center now, voting center.
Mensa election Mensa results.
So kwa results na ba na ya now. So listen, look, Sefa, don't let anybody, including my brother here, David Tamaklo, deceive you said there be 6 figures from EC. None. Or produce those figures. None. This useless thing they have been programming all this. There's none. EC announced one on 9th December. And that day no issue statement correcting their mistake. And that was it. Figures also, by the way, when you say Mami Yusu Omowe, proud to that. Mami Yusu Omowe, don't know. When you say we go court, do you know that? In fact, next time me the NDC's own petition, what they call the figures they used. Edical court. It is EC's figures. No more do use here. No more figures. We are bizarre money. Why? Omo court sefa. Now we are in say.
Of course, the electoral commission figures no dey
Chale ma enjoy Ghana enjoy waste of time in Niama BIA. EC figures now no do call ye. Yeah ma no calculator dey no kai.
Happy F.
Ye bisa no who why na we ni ye. Yeah, when you said the justice appel, obisa then general secretary say don't get say you say if everything were right, if it, by your own calculation, dear na mumunya ye.
Ahina munya.
Amona munya ye. Abana ahina munya. Dear no catch ye.
Yes.
You continue to this useless discredited year say issue different results. Or no, I can say different results were issued. Or no, so I can and the results no different results no. Was he able to provide them? Let any NDC person or any NDC spokesperson or any affiliate of NDC give you the 6 so-called results now issue, different figures now issue here. Let them provide it and stop this noise. Maumo Sefa or Biba Hamas or say they declare 6 results and now 6 different results. But then them produce those results. Now stop here. Look, let's move forward. 2024 election is very crucial. And EC will support. EC must not do anything to mar this democracy that we have. That is why every political party is all watching. Will be vigilant. Every political party should be vigilant at the polling station. At the end of the day, Ghanaians will decide who will be the winner. Say we are not say calculating, say yes, we lose. Masakoda. Men conquer yes, why we near now why jubilate kakra. So when conquer near my beers,
we lose and you have issues with a year said your course one, and we know very well say we've had 2 election petition cases or Maimu.
Yes.
Within our electoral history.
Yes.
What lose now you have issues are
oh, there is a way. Now you see MPP and NDC. These are the 2 major parties in the election way. If you are genuine, look, unfortunately, at every stage, if you have an issue, if you raise it, it's corrected before everything is declared. At every stage in our election. And then I make do you know, say at the polling center, polling station, if they even count and you feel that there's a you call for recount.
Oh, yes.
In fact, there are instances where some recount is even done at the coalition center. The law allows that. So, look, if you sleep on your job as a political party, you cannot blame. So, now, they are human beings. Some may decide to make mistakes deliberately, but if you are there, why? You prevent the person from making the mistakes. Some make genuine mistakes, some are not deliberate. So if you are there, you correct those ones as a political party. That's why each political party you have to train your agents well. How to even fill the form, the ballot accounting form, and you should be able to train your people. At the end of it, there's election year entries of all the results. As your agent.
And already we tamaklo some for the WhatsApp double crata no one name penyon for minimum Atanasia. Ye din komo electoral commission who nsensem the National Democratic Congress edia to just say GDA pa de omu GDA ewo the electoral commission mo so with me conduct free, fair, credible and transparent elections no enya de ewo soro particularly with issues that almost have with the EC regarding missing laptops from the EC say storage rumor and also the Electoral Commission has also come out to say look Ghana for munya to boss munya botre munya botoyemo mun kama kuma ntum ye wenya den ya abato be kwakoto December 7 2024 no ye bo modern na ahwe said ye be ya abato no nyina be koso toti pintem ho ase bia ensheda ensie eno ene nkoma ye twetwe ena no pe o dwumadi ni so sanso na EC aka say abato ne kwakoto on the 7th of December na ye declare results na wa be din kunim no ko wanim wa obedi ntwo no wonso bomodian na je tumu said be ya sumdwe beto akoso ewo oman mu mabijafo am David I think a quick one now you move it to the other issue
responding to me
say
oh yeah now me so ma responding to him
say Menua Awudu
yes
Mati the Okinkaye na say miti no me hu drum kakra because Awudu has been part of this political system, reporting on politics, covering politicians and all. So he has a very fine memory of what our election history has been.
In fact, from in fact, Met Mama, the electoral process from 1992 up to now. Reforms any year.
And I think that's the credit that he's giving you.
Yes.
Credit to the amount.
But I have not made any mistake.
With all this experience, he seems to be on a deliberate path to distort some of the issues. I mean, Utiena, Mofoka is reprobating and approbating. Onwa Oka say, AC Enyem Fuswobia. Na osa eka say, oh, isi wayem fuswa jiatum. You see, when I sat here, what I said, we said,
or onka say isi nyem fuswobia. Or say, wahunu se bibia touching. Ama isi no boldly has come out to say it's okay.
It will not affect anything.
And we are saying, say, it's an issue of trust. Say, most often, isi has not been proactive enough to tell us what has been happening. It is the parties involved who come out to say, this is wrong, this is what is happening. And often when they come out, EC will deny it and will later admit and try to correct. Some friends saying, the recent one, figures be announcing touch man.
Voter registration, limited voter registration exercise.
The letter came back and say, oh, and Kofuana infographics, no, or my Saki team, no, who employed the team? It's the same EC. So I'm saying that the countenance of the EC, no, and the is so seed of mistrust, and they cannot blame anybody for the mistrust that they are being tagged with. Look. And here is Yana, a friend said 2020 election. Have you ever had any election SC Okruma? Not Nipa Lotri, 8 people were murdered at polling station. They were not murdered after the votes were counted and everybody went home. They were murdered at the polling stations. Not one polling station, not one collation center, not 2 collation centers. So these things can only be the result of a poorly organized election.
How so?
You are aware.
How is that a result of a poorly organized?
Did you ever watch the video of that murder? Did you watch it?
No,
You saw what happened when the EC official was virtually pushed out and someone else came to announce the results there. Did you watch that? You saw what happened in Ablekuma Central. Look, there are countless number of disorganized handling of the election, which led to those murder. Look, in the election petition, why did the EC not give any testify?
But it was at the discretion of the EC either to testify.
And I'm saying that they did not testify because they cannot testify to their good work.
But how do you know? How do you know?
I mean,
how do you know, sir? How do you know that they cannot testify?
That is a conclusion to draw, is it not?
No, that's your conclusion.
And I'm saying that it is one of the conclusions that can be drawn from their failure to testify. Isn't it? If they have the opportunity to testify and they fail to go,
so they failed to testify because you believe, sir,
they took the decision not to. And I'm saying that
you believe, sir,
there are 2 options. You either go and testify to your good work, or you refuse to testify to your good work. And if you refuse to testify to your good work, what does that mean? You haven't done a good work. You understand? So I'm saying that is also part of the record of Mensa. And we are talking about reforms. What are the reforms? What reforms has led to the killing of 8 people in one election? What reforms has led to the misreporting of election results in just one election? And we have another election in how many months coming?
5 months.
5 months coming.
Yeah.
Look at the issues that have bedeviled the election already. Election materials, what's the name? Equipment are getting lost. And we have, for how many months now, not been able to apprehend who exactly took those machines.
No, but the 3 people who were arraigned before court.
And my brother here cannot deny the fact that they are MPP associated, officials on the EC Electoral Commission Board. Am I lying? We have that. Look, there's a gentleman who is the one collating a consultant to the EC now. I think J something, who is a consultant to the EC. This guy is a known activist of the MPP. He has worked with the MPP in the 2020 election, helping them with election collation. He's an IT guy. He's a doctor, but an IT guy. He has helped the MPP. He cannot deny that. There are MPP people who have been appointed onto the commission, and you see, nobody will be able to say, friends, this is what you are going to do. But the things that you have done already are testimony, to that would be held against you. So these guys, they are associated with the party. We don't know how genuine they are going to be in the next election. But what they have done already, utterances, their associations, that is what you look at and say, look, I cannot believe that this guy will give me, a genuine result, an objective decision. So that is what they are looking at. You cannot see what is in the mind in their mind. But what they have done already, their associations and all the things they are saying, demonstrate that they cannot be fair. And that's what everyone is saying.
So you are making reference to Dr. Peter Apiahene, who...
That's on the commission. He is a commissioner. But I'm saying that there's also a guy who is an IT consultant to the EC.
He's an IT consultant to the Electoral Commission. And you feel, say, Najuma Odi, for the Electoral Commission will compromise the outcome of the 2024 parliamentary and presidential elections.
And I'm only suggesting that because of his association. He has worked with the MPP very closely. He has worked with the MPP in their election collation. I mean, why is the EC allowing even NCA officials are actively involved in election organization, and they go back and work the same way within the MPP? It is a state institution. Election.
Which NC official are you talking about?
Oh,
do you know them?
Haven't you heard about Osafo Mafosan? Haven't you heard about Anochi? And the people we know.
Doing what are the Electoral Commission? They know your Electoral Commission.
What are they doing?
Yes, because myself and a lot of listeners, may not be aware what the issue is regarding
that they are helping
NCA
the EC in their cyber work, in their IT work. They all help the MP in the IT work.
But what is wrong? If NCA helps...
It's not NCA. I'm talking about individuals. The same people who work for the NPP election system are the same ones working for the EC's election system. And those are the things that birth the mistrust.
So why from where?
I mean,
and no more with the Electoral Commission.
If you may, I've just mentioned the name to you, Osafo Mafosan, who was with Commissioner Osafo Mafo.
So what did you go to do at the Electoral Commission? Then you made EC.
Yes, I was talking about this Dr. Yao Foyaji guy, who is the EC IT in charge of ETIC. He worked in 2020. He works closely with the MPP in their what's the name? Election collation for their election collation system, and still doing the same work for the EC. And I'm saying that people know that. People, within the MPP itself.
So the argument is that the fact that he was in charge of the NPP's collation system, and now he has been contracted by the Electoral Commission. Say Omeye Ejuma and Forman would have the potential of say agents who Boni Elbo about is that the argument?
We are actually using the right word. He has the potential to. We cannot tell what he will do exactly. You can't see the mind of people, what exactly they will do that day. It will be just, like you are a magician. But what they have done, what they are saying, the association, that's what you look at to say, look, this is what will be is likely to be the potential resource, isn't it? That's how you assess what would happen. And I'm saying that if you look at them, you look at what they are doing so far, and the kind of things they have said, the associations and all that, you can only conclude as one way of the conclusion. And of course, if you are dealing with opposition parties and they are siding with one, you expect the opposition party to have that firm potential conclusion that these guys would help the EC rig the election against the opposition. That's what they are saying.
So that's your argument. There's another issue for us to talk about.
Wait. Nepal now in 2020 elections. You cannot attribute those deaths to Electoral Commission. First of all, they are not even in charge of security.
No.
And second, SEFA.
Who do you attribute it?
It's the police security or the security,
SEFA.
election security.
SEFA.
Election security.
Yeah,
SEFA.
the election security that was at fault.
SEFA.
Has nothing to do with election security.
Why? What has it got to do with?
They don't have anything to do with it.
No.
What do they have?
And so why did the AC not go to court and protest that? What happened at that police?
It is not their way, so why would they waste their time doing that? Look, SEFA. As I said, now you were 38,622 voting centers or voting stations.
Yeah.
So what he said, BBRC were polling center across this 38 over 38 hours. What is a BBRC order? In fact, since I started voting in 1992, 2020 now, voting at the polling center, polling station, the smoothest, the fastest. And everybody who is genuinely committed to this democracy will admit. We had 2012 election where people, biometrics introduced here. We did northern sector. Elections were held the following day. You had to wash your hand with apeteshi. Some people, they wash their hand with apeteshi, kerosene, petrol, to be able to take to vote with the BV biometric registration, biometric voter,
yeah.
To be able to verify to vote. This didn't happen in 2020. To over 38,000, did you hear say Obia shooting? Oh, let me talk. When you were talking, I kept quiet, please.
The microphone, the microphone off, so don't worry.
Look, there's nothing. If we a political party now, what you pinches at the end of it, now you call coalition center. Before you get to coalition center, you should have had your collated result even before you get to coalition center. When you say now what and also radio said your parties should mass up at the coalition center. When they mass up there and they create confusion, don't you there will be trouble. I am not saying say the killing. Look, the reason why I'm talking this way, Ablekuma Central, that's where I've always voted. One of the guys who died is somebody I personally know. The innocent guy. This person even went to police and left because on petrol. Incidentally, so I am personally but if the people had not gathered at the coalition center, I'm not sure the security would have acted the way they did. So you incite your people to mass up at coalition center. When you have reps, are you saying that when the people mass up at the coalition center, or maybe may influence the coalition of the results? Are they able to influence it?
Is that against any law? That people mass up at coalition?
No, you can mass up. But you can mass up. You can mass up. You can't go and create confusion.
You cannot go and create confusion.
Instances where people were running away and they were being shot. In that video.
Oh.
You forgot.
So let me say this. In 2024, I can tell you, if political parties will respect the rules of the game, and when you go to coalition center, you have chosen reps to go and be part of the coalition at the coalition center.
Yeah.
If your reps cannot do anything inside there, those outside will do nothing. So don't incite your parties to mass up and create confusion at coalition center, because every political party has its reps
the people
inside the room, and the people, by the way, do not those
militias that brought them.
No. Talk.
Those supporters who are not able to enter the coalition room. So what is their effect? Why do you ask them to go and create confusion?
Any confusion there?
Oh, you were talking of Tachima. Did you see the Tachima videos?
To shoot people.
Did you see the Tachima videos when people were holding cutlasses, any sticks, any stones, and throwing police officers? So let's all political stop telling they should stop asking their people to mass up our coalition because they have reps who will competently collate the results. At the police, if they stop doing that, nobody will be shot.
Nobody will be shot.
Nobody will create confusion and leading to any possible shooting.
Alright, Mahama. My entry the conversation still continues live on the Happy Morning Show. Ora Udu Mahama yes move for the studio and Democrats. Also Ora David Tamakle yes move for Edema WhatsApp news. Na yetwi ho ba debate or no debate. Aye, one with the about to just say debate because but the National Democratic Congress said, look, IEA is biased and we are likely to pull out of this debate. What will be the implication? The conversation continues live on the Happy Morning Show.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche Angel Cola. Me breadodo. Obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ni yonku eyi Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Ose me san pedi obi eyi. Aka me dem.
Say obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Aye, Daddy. Me say me penny ni nebi.
Sister, wo de mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no my Angel Apple Lime.
What ye? Esanya fuma de. Me say Angel Cola any Angel Orange pe na menya. Afei na nka sounds so fun wa. Wifey, for us chest no ebesi ha. Never Angel drinks ni nyina egum. Obi ankata na ni no woni. De won sabe so mo no anom.
Ani, na samasa. Eno ano no.
De bia sa na enya no. Angel Cola de asemba bo. Angel drinks ya. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA,
Get ready to soar the skies of Rwanda. Business in Kigali, shopping in Johannesburg, or vacation in Paris. Experience our vast destination network, unparalleled fleet, and award-winning service. Whether you are a new traveler or planning your next escape, Rwanda guarantees unmatched comfort and a sky-spanning network. Book your next flight today at rwandair.com or reach us via email at sales.accra@rwandair.com. Call us at +233 0598 760 645 or +233 0598 797 194 or visit your nearest travel agents.
Rwanda, fly the dream of Africa.
Botiano English amam from Mpaswa Sway. Happy on wheels, Keteke Casiano. Yadi Brewo. Right. Nene, Municipal Chief Executive, Member of Parliament for Botiano English Amanfu, Honorable Sylvester Tete, NDC Parliamentary Candidate Felix Akwete Ni Oakley, any attitude for Pia, one more Botiano English Amanfu Peswaso, and Medin Como, and Sembia de Wakuma Sono, Way Aya Quenya Cassia, Happy on Wheels, Yadi Abrewo, Bomodia, Fahomba Jumadim, is answer, and young Komotuanukwa, I said Yawa, Oba, was who bet me and Yabi, Rebecca and Yawada, 25th of July, 2024, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Las Vegas Leisure Center. I want New Botiano, then for Happy on Wheels, and from Railway, Bra, Yanin Komo, I from Punto, and then Kosomo, Bra, Yankan Samoa, and for my home. Sajmadi, Pia anyone new one film, Kayo, Sajmadi and Bacoso, our forecourt of Las Vegas Leisure Center at New Botiano, our Botiano English Amanfo constituency, Yawada, 25th of July, 2024, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Be there, be heard. Happy on Wheels, your voice, your power. Happy FM, Nimbia, Happy FM, and Nijankwa.
Happy FM 98.9.
See, we are back. My man can say happy morning to us. Good sorry, Wanopa, and young Confita no part, no Siako no Chrome. Yetenase na yedi omanga na ho nkomo nsem ofa me no mienu ho asetena mu nsem ababo mu nsem nyina yetenase ojumadi so yedi ho nkomo wadwenkyere obetimi dia bakọ happy 98.9 FM Facebook page no a obetimi aja wano disem ho yebekenkan ni nyina edi ama tiefo ne ayefo asemufo mpanyimfo mienu na na pa minimum edi juma eye owura awudu mahama asemufo de ma custodian de obokrata Samson owura David Tamaklo asemufo de ma WhatsApp news abjafo ene na no pa minimum edi nkomo awujumadi ni so na eri kan aka electoral commission ho asem yenko the two leading contenders in the 2024 general elections because parliamentary and presidential elections no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia edi to just obenya kone mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama ejina ati ejina pa na anobaba ye se ba so se ma so ayi ediom ensema ba National Democratic Congress debate just say dabi ehun hia kra ehun hia sa eye anobaba ye no ayi pese ekoso no ehun hia ma menyo adwenkyere quickly already vitamaklo na menko Owura Mahama ho se de bia afrefons betimi afre na omo abadwumadi ni so. The National Democratic Congress believes say IEA is biased, if indeed they are the organization that is going to conduct the presidential and vice presidential debates because for the 2024 parliamentary and presidential elections?
So far, I think this particular subject is related to the earlier one we were. That's why earlier on, I mean, IEA, their relationship with EC, you cannot take the EC chair out of it.
Why?
The brainchild.
The IEA is not.
IEA is the brainchild. The IEA.
Meba. The IEA is not Mensa.
And I'm saying that if you are looking to establish a relationship between the IEA and the EC, you cannot take Mensa, who is the chair of the EC, the ultimate decision maker, out of it. The IEA is her brainchild with the husband. And so it goes to say that whatever decision that is taken by the IEA, you cannot take away the husband of Mensa out of it, and by extension, the EC boss. Now, it is not even, beyond that is the fact that
the IEA has new management now.
I'm saying that
the IEA has new leadership now.
Is the brainchild.
The IEA has a new management now. The IEA has new leadership now. So how is it that the decisions are almost taken? Untimi Jan Mensa, who is now the EC chairperson, that will be taken independent of Jan Mensa. How is he even involved?
Even if it was possible to do that, here is a case of debate being called by Dr. Baumia. It doesn't, let's forget how he even called the debate. Asking his opponent, his main opponent, the NDC, John Mahama, to come and debate him. What has this got to do with EC? What has this got to do with EC? IEA, not EC. What has it got to do with IEA?
But the IEA has been conducting a presidential and vice presidential debate in the country.
Yes, they have.
Yes.
But the issue of whether this was a private, what's the name? The Baumia called the debate. And the NDC says...
Should Dr. Baumia be the one to call the debate in the first place?
Should he be the one to call a debate?
But we know the institution
anyone can call a debate.
Anybody. The institution of they call for the debate. So what is wrong with the IEA coming in to say, look, we'll issue the modalities for the debate to be conducted in the country. We'll share with the public what they want to share with the public, the vision for Ghana, the vision of how they would want to develop the country Ghana. What is wrong?
And what is being said is the IEA as it stands now, each owners have interest in what is going on.
How so?
That's Mr. Mensa, the husband of what's her name? Mensa, has interest in MPP's leadership or MPP's governance. He has taken roles in the government. His wife has been appointed as EC boss. And by that, she has lost, the IEA has lost any neutrality it can claim to organize a debate.
How is that even an argument to entertain? How is that an argument to entertain?
IEA have been rewarded by the government, which party is calling a debate. Simple. I think it makes sense.
Time na Jan Mensa call the Electoral Commission there. You considered IEA as credible enough.
At the time, she was not rewarded by the party, one party in the so-called debate invitation.
Are you fair?
She has not been rewarded by the party.
Are you fair to Jan Mensa?
I am being fair.
Are you fair to the Institute of Economic Affairs for the role that they have played in our democracy? We know transition they have played a critical role. about governance, about the economy, and at times they help with advice to a buying. Are you being fair to them?
The conclusion is now being drawn that whatever they might have done at that time was all done to favor one party because they have accepted rewards from one of the parties. And the point is, look,
when you say they,
reason why
when you say
they talk about conflicts of interest. Conflict of interest is that you are going to be a referee in something. And so because you are going to be a referee, you stay away from being linked to one of the parties. She has accepted a reward from one of the parties. And so if you are calling that party...
How do you describe that as a reward?
Why? Why is it not a reward? The EC job is not the appointment by the president. I am asking. Isn't the EC chair job appointment by the president? So that's a job. If that reward, okay, it could have gone to anyone. The IEA could have abstained. They said, look, we are not interested because of the role we play. We are not interested because of the roles we play in Ghana politics. So we deal with political parties. And these political parties, we are going to call them one day to come to the table to debate. And because of that, we cannot accept any appointment from you. They gladly accepted it. Mensa accepted it. You cannot disassociate her from IEA. And so it goes to say that there's a conflict of interest here.
Okay.
So IEA cannot be calling a debate. It's like, inviting, what's the name? The hawk inviting the chicken to a party. It cannot work. There's a conflict there.
But already we talk about some for Edema. The what's up, the Wokrata, Road Mahama.
Yes.
In trying to talk. Na Afro phone some room. No one show my. Mame Kyle 0551563916 0555657278. Numbers me no abeti me afre. Ora Odu Mahama de Nanusia. Obeti me afre no abadwumade no.
Adewe mintiasie. Anka enye IEA NDC ene jomamo be debate ana. Say enye NDC enye IEA no be ya. Me suggest there or suggest CSO and think tank be no organize it, no participate. Now IEA film. Say my question is say once again. Say enye IEA debate no. Say a different person a
new organization
now so say they have
an issue with
their issue is that IEA is in bed with
government, yes,
with government,
yeah.
Even though over the years all the parties have during
the tenure in 2012 I think so in
2012
debate
2012. Now, President Mills was not interested in the debate. President Mama Baya and also
he agreed, yes.
Then he took part.
Yes.
In fact, the history is that anytime the party is in government, or on the second term, debate That has been the history. Second term, it is rather opposition all the time. On participating, on person they want the debate.
They want to sell.
This is the first time opposition now. There issue raising issues with IEA. But also more bought APB. Say Vice President say Mahama Uncle debate and they claim say 2020. That's a myth. That was 20 your friend saying almost say 2016. It's a myth. 2016 it was the same NDC now because of more problems with IEA. So they refused to participate. They were in government. And yeah, 20 tape now more circulated. It was 2020. And because I've said this, the party know what Abemua, they always run away from, and the history is there for both parties. They run away from debate. It is rather opposition, and they are not more debate. This is the first time. Adani. This is the first time who opposition now on person obey. This is the first time. But me say if they really want to do the debate, it is the IEA that is their problem. Among it is a specifically a problem. But if there's any think tank and civil society organization on Beya, they should be allowed to name NDC now, any Mahama, former President Mahama, many opinion, one naming see
CS civil society organization
conduct a debate.
So CDD Bobe, IDEC Bobe.
I'm on one name. In fact, on one name but my point is, in this debate, when you say United Kingdom, many political parties, election,
yeah.
But you know, two major parties in a year.
Any debating, yeah.
In fact, IEA used to have this criteria for parties with representation in parliament. And on more debate. I don't see why it's a debate we call not say Obia Bia. And the amendment advice Vice President Baumia say more yeah. If it's not one-on-one with Mahama. Because winning all the parties, including Mzala Chemato, MPP Nansenya, they will all be against Baumia. Ayarikov. Hassan Ayariga, we're all speaking against about Dr. Baumia.
How do you know?
Haven't you seen? Because he's in government and everybody wants to come. So all the things they will say will be against him. Again, it will be like 10 or something against one person. And that will go to the benefit of the serious party, John Mahama. So if it is not about one-on-one with the two major serious parties, one will win the election, then I'll advise that he should not take part.
So your advice should be, sir, it should be between NDC and MPP.
Yes, because they have representation in parliament. They can, in fact, they can organize a different one for them. But if it comes to it will be unfair.
Would that not amount to discrimination?
With discrimination. Now, in fact, political parties over the years have discriminated against them. Voters, Ghanaian voters. They all said they are not worthy of leading. Ghana since 1992. Why was Obia winning about from MPP and NDC? Why will you bring all these mushroom people to go and line up against one person? Because they all have the person in government will be one against all of them. It will kneel to the benefit of the NDC's candidate because he is the person who is in pole position, like Baumia. So if it's not going to be one-on-one with this and that, you should forget it. I'm surprised the party that are saying that this is a vice president almost who are born economy one Nepal is prepared to debate your economy ni also one-on-one. One-on-one more participating. Because all the parties say Alan Chemantino no call for more free MPP. They are all speaking against Baumia. So how will you allow some people who will not win the election to come and be putting throwing that at him?
Would Mahama me no say I David me patcho betimi afre 0551563916 numbers abetimi afre no abadwumadi ni so and 0555657278 number anu so betimi afre now the abadwumadi ni so mamemfa a good morning going out to ni a taxi driver with the car registration number GS5954 2022 uchika from Osu the call a circle to Osu and udu juma manyan ntia say wo de ba happy morning show wo mfa ni agro crack ne da nyina utie me mfa na ase mfa ma we say dan da nyina o make your number 1 your number 1. Good morning, how do you be afrefi?
Deliver.
Yes sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Bajo mi nti wada ma.
Unu abe ma na wo mi ni.
Na mi anko.
Tifa Kete MPP for no say. Jandamani Mahama, onye debate bia. Happy FM. Na what you say Dr. Baumia we can debate that's your person debate omanpani that Jandamani Mahama pe. And MPP communicators ni bi nam Mahama so onye kwa ye be share no manaye. Ye be source no manaye. Ade anti na aye debate that say. Obe debate. Ade ama Omanpani that Jandamani Dr. Baum.
But Mama say Naomi say obetu Mampanye that John Dramani Mahama for say man nye good morning, how do you be afrefi? Just mpacho mi nti wadama.
For machine look around study our man see for the corner. Now so we are papa we are boni na maybe I am here to see this transfer and things shit and until my man want to no what you go to court go to court. Any more decision, Nipa now, what is that? Nipa tell me what is that? Any kind of thing. You do not move because Nipa can go or manage the career to the only way. What was done at what had done that she can be having a trouble. I can't say, Baba. Then she can have a time. A mother that I didn't know yet in town. I didn't know who can hold it. No debate. All debate you are. What debate is for me to know $2 per man. I'm the one how many debate?
Mama, good morning. You're trying to good morning.
Good morning, Siba.
Yes, sir. Derek Yanko.
Yes, sir.
Yanko, pardon now, sir. Into you.
Siba. You know my way now. Dr. Baumiasi. 2016, or see, John Mama, you should go and do debate with the couple, and which I want is when there was for any teachers for.
It was in 2020.
Was it?
It was in 2020.
Yeah, so okay, say, they are not going to do any debate with Mama Bia. And then see, Sepa, Saturday. It's super, I was thinking about who there were more for people where people come out for bus more biao. Nobody pick bus for us there every people now you have to bus for just everybody come out from their houses. I saw with my naked eyes. I saw the car I'm driving. It's not we try to already so everybody come who say I'm going desperate. They want to vote this MPP party out December 7. We say Mama no I see also.
Mama, I say, Derek, Yanko, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Malamidi Patrimenti Wadama. Malamidi.
Yes. The first thing, I like debate, no. I'm saying debate now. Who weapon is a Mama debate?
What's the weapon is a Mama debate? So, but I say Ghana phone top one. So, debate is here. The question of the Ghana. No. We need solutions. Malamidi, we need solutions. We need solutions to the money problems that Ghanaians are facing. Or how would we know Suku fees ya yentimin tiani de kahunina. Yakoya do I say singina. Kwame ni afas we bet me. We need solutions to the problems. And I
am saying it's not less than a week or two ago. Mama media for almost 4 good hours. Questions then the movie beside you.
Yabi okay, questions ni nyina no yentimi amusa no. E na eye owura Sami Jamfi. Oye National Communications Officer Edema the National Democratic Congress editu just say ye be san ye bio esan so hunu say ye senjoro for ye hia mu ho no. Yentimi amusa no semisa nyina.
Enti now which me say move in senjoro for the this last time engage mu. Na nipa said we economic guru aye Ghana share nsa. Na and that said 5 city Ghana 5 city entimi to dianu ma we mu. 10 city entry to Obianu Obayomu. A dear Sam and Oba every summer now so in Yano. Edifa, leader of the economic team. Not study President Sakaka said because of economy to do buy. Then there should be an economy war. Dollar from 4 city to 16 city. No catch made with the dead of Babity.
Madam Riviano say final call of good morning, Lily Afrifi.
Good morning. Your friend Isaac Mikasefia Denta.
Isaac Adenta, Isaac in Pacho Minti Wadama.
Pacho, the person can be a card fat debate now.
Pacho,
Megidi say, Senka, I for no, almost me invite parties no. And son, the communicate be about one thing. And I think communicate no anger request for the parties no who are interested to join or to submit their parties. Send a official communicate about say BBC na ayi ebeye ediama candidate no. So say Ira Mahama communication say they won't participate in a way because that shouldn't be the procedure. Then I would like to respond to one of your people there. Now can be say IEA is linked with EC because of EC chair. Yeah, that's right. You see and Roma be and no maybe we hold ma one radio so and can and what a Kobane side has mistrust in the EC. EC a unit mean this a debate no more will translate into EC counting of ballot papers and a declaration of results. Debate is different from EC Juma or it is all cases out to no a idea backward because my main interest for governance of MPP. Ya best ya kusku kakra. maybe on moment in a radio so and can send a beggar and create confusion between or among anyone. The best me the Mujidi say whether debate or no debate. They were Dr. Muhammad Baumia win.
Okay, Isaac, my man was Isaac from Adenta will be a final caller, and that's how we wrap up on Monday's edition of the Happy Morning Show. Achami Miansan Yatanasiame, Quadrosifa Danko, wrap up a Fatisha Boli Prince, Ubiba Pwakwa, and so Tenase in Yadijumadi in Bremo. As a move from Yunua, Yanu Edijuma, Ura, Awudumahama, Yasamu for Edima. The custodian double crater any ora David Tamakulu some for the WhatsApp double crater Juma Yenina no penny or down no mutimi share the brewo ora Isaac Adai producers are Kenya more the man in no yadamwase Nana Waku Junior to Epitin Abefuntinta Cassian so Facebook and Odien Ekoye now yes also Happy Sports and yet the air twice or more between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. based on the another insightful edition of the Happy Morning Show at the Abramonti and Kabima Yakramo Yango Mochana Ebensia Yango Ponchomuna.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Luck is
Go.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Doctors, nurses, barbers, drivers, houses, friends, teachers, bankers, the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Get ready to soar the skies of Rwanda. Business in Kigali, shopping in Johannesburg, or vacation in Paris.